Okay, I believe we're good. Right? Good. We're chilling. I believe so. At 8 o'clock, game kicks off in about 20, and it's the first game from Brazil. Packers play the Eagles. Should be a good one. All right. Okay, yeah. Just got a notification on my end. And yeah, cool. We're good. Sweet. Hello, hello, hello. So yeah, this game is sadly exclusively on Peacock. I am watching it through NFL Plus, which is like $1 cheaper. So if you do want to watch it, there you go. But yeah, we here. We good. First game from Brazil as the Packers are set to play the Eagles in Sao Paulo, with Saquon Barkley making his debut. So last night we had Derrick Henry make his debut. Tonight we have Saquon Barkley making his debut. Should be a good game. Should be a good game. The thing with these international games is the fan bases are passionate. So with the Germany games, we see like how passionate those fan bases are. Obviously, the London games have always been great. Very interested to see how passionate they are tonight. I know from some like before game media stuff and some things I've seen, they can't be very passionate. So this should be a good one. This should be a good one. 52% of people are saying the Eagles when it comes to like the America's pick on the NBC thing. But a lot of people saying the Packers. I get it. I picked the Eagles tonight. Mainly because like they have like what I feel is the better weaponry. But I totally get picking the Packers. Like, I do really like the Packers. This should be that's why this should be a fun game. Because again, both sides have a really solid, really well built teams. The question is just who can play the more complete game and who can be more disciplined. There was some stuff last night when it comes to illegal formations that apparently they're harkening down on, which I feel like is going to benefit Philly because they have a more veteran offensive line. But we'll see. Josh Jacobs makes his Green Bay debut. Barkley makes his Philly debut. This should be good. This should be a pretty damn good game. Again, you're gonna be interested. Yeah, so the game tonight, and then Sunday. I'm excited. But last night lived up to all the expectations. I have no idea how tonight's gonna live up to it. Like no idea how tonight can match the energy that last night brought. But we shall see. We shall see. About 17-ish minutes away from kickoff, I believe. They're about to do the pre-game festivities. And whenever these international games are playing, it's always fun to see what jerseys we can see. So I think it was a Niners jersey that just walked past the screen. Yeah, this should be fun. This should be a good one. Again, this is a little bit of a heads up. This is probably the only international game I'm doing this year, purely because all the other ones are at 9 a.m. And then we'll see if I decide to wake up for them. They're all at pretty much 9 a.m. and they're all not really supposed to be the greatest of games. But who knows? This one, it's just being Friday night. It's easier for me to do. So we're at least going to get one international game this year on the channel. Again, about 16, 20 minutes away from kickoff. What should be a good one from Brazil. How's everyone doing tonight? A few bits of news earlier today. Jalen Ramsey gets a big time extension. Love to see it. Essentially made his void years non-void years. And thus he's locked in to 2028. As Bill Belichick is doing a DoorDash commercial. Also on top of it, Ramsey practiced today. He was a limited participant in practice, and he is questionable for Sunday. Everyone else, well, Malik Washington is out. Everyone else good to go, which is amazing. That everyone, like Aaron Brewer's good to go, Phillips good to go, Holland good to go, Anthony Walker good to go. Like, good. Earlier in the week, I was a little bit worried about the injury reports, but ended up not being too bad for Miami. Steelers are trending towards starting Justin Fields on Sunday. Just reported. Well, I might change my prediction then. Yo, yo, yo. Again, how's everyone doing tonight? NFL, yeah, get NFL Plus, great deal just for this game, and also like all the replays and stuff. But not having to get Peacock for tonight is fantastic. Able to use NFL Plus. Yeah, I might change my predictions then for Sunday. I'll probably release a short or something about it because Justin Fields instead of Russell Wilson definitely make me question how good the Steelers are going to be on Sunday. Because at least with Justin Fields, like I'm confident he won't make dumb mistakes and turn the ball over. With Justin Fields, I'm not fully sure. I'll probably spend a little bit looking into it, see, and just kind of get a feel for it. But okay, if I decide to change predictions for Steelers Falcons, I'll make a short, let people know. Yeah, 14-ish minutes from kickoff. Tell a commercial about to do the pre-game festivities in Brazil. Might as well, before it gets started, if you're new, subscribe. Really appreciated. Bunch of play-by-plays throughout the week. I have Philly winning tonight. And I do understand the Green Bay picks. Because again, I am high on Green Bay. But I'm also high on Philly. And I feel like their veteran presence is going to come in tonight. Because again, Green Bay, for much as I like them, they are the youngest team in the league. And this is an environment, being neutral site, almost like a Super Bowl-esque environment. I feel like it's going to benefit Philly a bit, even though Philly does have some questions on defense. And with Kelsey having retired. But the Eagles are now taking the field in Brazil. I mean, Philly is favored, so Green Bay bad. I mean, it is plus money at least. It's not like it's whatever. I mean, I am shocked if like I know in one beer it's like 75-25 Philly. Like there's definitely like I think everyone going is more so 50-50 because this does feel like a very even game that could easily just come down to experience, and that's where Philly has the advantage. But again, we'll see. I am interested in how both teams are deciding like personnel groupings to run. Because Green Bay, again, they're talented. They have two really good tight ends. They have Josh Jacobs, and they have 2 to 3 good receivers. They can run any personnel they really want. Philly, kind of in the same boat, though at the same time is definitely like more favorable for them to run 11 and 10 personnel. We'll see. Because I think both sides have the same OCs but different DCs. So again, these two teams are very similar in a lot of ways. All right, here comes the singing of national anthems. Pretty sure we're gonna start with the Brazil one, because that's how things go. Again, I watch these games without sound on because I don't want to risk anything because the NFL is really weird when it comes to that kind of stuff. So yeah, I will. You enjoy the game too. If you're able to watch it, enjoy it. This should be a good game. Like this should be A really good game. I'm trying to think. What? How would? Because last night Baltimore started with the ball, kind of how I expected, and they were able to move down the field and score first, which is what I felt like the game plan was going to be. Tonight, I'm not sure who really wants to who really wants to start with ball first, because both sides could benefit from getting out there early and setting the tone on both sides. Again, these two teams are really similar. I just have the edge towards Philly because of experience. But that could also just not matter at all. So we'll see. We will see. So just did the U.S. national anthem. Now I'm pretty sure here comes Brazil's. Again, I'm definitely looking at defenses for both sides as those are the most like question mark filled. I want to see how Love plays in his second year because he got paid this offseason. And I think it's a rightfully so paying him. But of course, like it was truly the second half of the season that got him the bag. So you want to see if he can continue it into this season, and especially with the group of guys that they have, which again a young group of guys, you kind of are banking on Love to be the leader and the guy, because everyone else, like all of the other offensive weapons for the most part, besides Josh Jacobs and AJ Dillon, everyone else are on rookie contracts right now. So like you have a window. You're a good enough team to have a window at this point. So you do want to see them try to capitalize on it, and a win tonight will go a long way. Meanwhile, for Philly, they've paid everyone by this point. There's not really any like true standout rookies on offense like Green Bay had, or young players for the most part. I mean, yeah, Devonta Smith just got paid either this offseason or last offseason. So their window is a lot smaller because I mean, is it? I see Green Bay's window as 3 years because then they'll have to like start truly paying people. Philly, they've already started that, so I see it more as 2 years. But there is that thought, like if they have a down year this year, their window might be closed because Sirianni might be gone. I don't expect them to have another bad year, but we'll see. The crowd is passionate. Was that the Sidney Rice Vikings jersey? I couldn't see the second number. I just saw like the top of the number one for that Vikings jersey, which means it's Sidney Rice or Percy Harvin. Either way, respect. It does look a lot. It does look great there. All right, on to commercial before kickoff. Yeah, 7-ish minutes, I would assume, till kickoff. Honestly, it could just be two, and they actually do kickoff at 8:15. But either way, first game from Brazil is here. And it is now really good to know that NFL Plus allows me to watch games like this. So now there's a lot more options, a lot more potential streams in the future. It does suck that I have to use my iPad. Typically, I use my laptop to watch. Like that's what I did last night. Either way, just being able to watch the game is great. All right, at commercial break right before kickoff. Uh, I feel like Green Bay will get ball first, and like that's kind of what their plan would want to be. But I do know there are a lot of Green Bay fans in Sao Paulo. Like that's something I do know. Like there's a lot of NFL fans, but for the most part, they are Green Bay fans. Yeah, again, the stadium's packed, stadium rocking. We shall see. Because with these international games as well, because it's not like because it's a neutral site and it's just a bunch of people in the stadium who have been like waiting to watch a football game, an NFL game. No matter what happens on the field, no matter like who the play is for, they're going to be cheering for everything. At least the majority of them are going to be. So because of that, it kind of like the whole idea of like a big play for the home team gains momentum and all that doesn't really exist in a situation like this. Because if for every single play there's a big reaction, then it kind of limits how impactful those big I mean, it limits how big those reactions are because it affects both sides equally. So like no matter which team makes a big play, there's going to be a big reaction. So that side's going to get motivated until the next big play. Even the NBC broadcast is more so showing off Dolphins throwbacks. Even they know it should be permanent. There we go. Back from commercial, waiting for kickoff. I'm trying to see. It's weird. I mean, when was the last time they actually showed the coin toss for a broadcast? They showed it last night, but that's just because it was the kickoff night. Yeah, 2 of the 11 kickoffs were returned last night, which is low, I assume, for what the NFL wants. But at the same time, I don't think it's 22% low. It's like how are kickoffs going to work tonight? Because like, what are these two team strategies for it? It was 18% last night. All right, who's getting the ball first? We are here from Brazil. That's a nice wide shot. And it is, I believe, Green Bay getting the ball first, which makes sense. Against an offense like Philly, you want to make sure you're always playing from either tied or from ahead. You don't want to play from behind against a team like Philly. The Packers set to get the ball first as we await Jake Elliott kicking. Wait, is Jake Elliott? No, it's number 10. Either way, kickoff is underway. We have more NFL action. Ball going to be kicked out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Meanwhile, there is a flag on the field right around where the kickoff team lines up. Someone might have moved early. But yeah, I mean, if they're still just going to kick it into the back of the end zone, even if it's from the 30, you might have to move it up more. Or just do what the UFL did this past season. Illegal formation on Philly. So Green Bay gets ball from the 35-yard line. That is massive. So Green Bay in great field positioning. As we see with this first play from scrimmages, how is Green Bay going to try to set the tone tonight? Jordan Love, $50 million man under center, back in the backfield. Sending a man in motion first play. Going to hand it off to Josh Jacobs up the middle, and it's going to get stuffed. Loss of 2 on the play. And there's Philly's defense trying to set a tone early. As that was number 93. Quickly pulling up the rosters, as I forgot to do that. That was Milton Williams on the stuff behind the line. So good early his first play. Love shotgun. Jacobs behind him. Sending the man in motion once again. Love looking to throw, pass right side, going to be caught by Christian Watson for a gain of about 4. And that sets up 3rd down. A 3-and-out to start this game, it would be great for Philly's defense. Again, new DC and Fangio, kind of a question mark in your secondary unit now. Love, empty set, 3 receivers left, 2 to the right, 3rd and 6. Need the 45-yard line. Making adjustments at the line and shifting a back to his right. Now showing a trips left look. Love, back to pass, looking to throw. Has some time throwing left side, going to be caught and picking up the 1st down and past the 50 to about the 45-ish is Romeo Doubs. Great 3rd down pickup. And yeah, the Philly defender slipped at the top of that route, giving Doubs plenty of space. Good route running. Get your feet in. Let me make sure that was 87 for Green Bay. I'm 99% sure that's Romeo Doubs. Yeah. Love under center, back behind him. Man in motion once again. Going to hand it off to Jacobs this time. Trying to work up the middle. Going to break off one defender before being brought down for a gain of about 3. All right, so I like Green Bay trying to get the ground game established. You have a running back like Josh Jacobs, who is a really good back. Like, yeah, last year wasn't the greatest in production, but 2 years ago, he won the rushing crown. So, like, he is a great back when given the chance to. So, if they can get him established. Love under center, Jacobs behind him. Man in motion, going from right to left. 2nd and 6. Love going to hand this off once again to Jacobs. And this time going to be met at the line of scrimmage for no gain. And another 3rd and 6 coming up for Green Bay. Again, respect the hell out of trying to get the ground game established. Respect it. As going quick, Love looking to throw over the middle. Going to be caught inside the 10, breaking 2 tackles. 5. Touchdown Green Bay, but there are flags everywhere. That is Jaden Reed on the touchdown grab, but we'll see what the penalties are. 2, maybe even 3 flags in the secondary. Green Bay went hurry up, and not a lot of people were prepared. Not even the cameraman was prepared. We'll see what the refs say, but currently it would be a Green Bay touchdown. And that would be a great start to this game. Sirianni's yelling shit on the sideline. 12 players on the field for both sides. Both sides had too many men on the field. So the penalties offset replay 3rd down. Green Bay went hurry up. Simple as that. They went too fast. They tried to catch Philly in a substitution, but instead they caught themselves as well. Wow. All right, 3rd and 6. Love going to be in shotgun. Josh Jacobs to his right, looking to throw. As time, looking deep left side to Christian Watson. And incomplete. No flag. That would be 4th and 6. And there's some chirping going on post-play. Yeah, Love going for it all to Christian Watson. Instead, that was the rookie out of Toledo, Quinion Mitchell, on the coverage. And sets up a 4th down. I mean, he grabbed the shoulder a little bit, but he hit it well just because of positioning. And the Packers offense seem like they're going to stay on the field, though there's 5 seconds on the play clock and they haven't broke the huddle yet. And there's Green Bay's first timeout, I assume. Yep, Green Bay calling their first timeout of the game on the first drive. Yeah, Green Bay barely got caught with 12. Same with Philly. Both sides barely got caught with too many men on the field for that previous 3rd and 6. I guess Sirianni was upset because Green Bay went for a substitution and the Philly wasn't given time to do their own substitutions. We'll see. Yeah, seems like Packers offense gonna stay on the field for this 4th and 6. So that makes the deep ball on 3rd down make a lot more sense. Because if you know it's 4 down territory and you have a 1-on-1 you are confident in, go for it. But now it's 4th and 6. Love, shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right, bunch set. Need the 32-ish yard line. Love gonna look to throw, penalties everywhere. That's gonna be false start, I assume. That right tackle went way too soon. This might be a false start, everyone but the center. Like, people were moving everywhere before the ball was snapped. But that's definitely gonna change plans for Green Bay. Yep, false start. That's an. The ref didn't say it, but that's false start everyone but the center. We got one. That is false start everyone but the center. Yeah, yeah. My favorite penalty. All right, so now with they being 4th and 11. See, what's Green Bay gonna do here? I imagine they're just gonna punt it. Yeah, Green Bay out to punt this one away. Trying to pin Philly deep inside their own territory with 11:47 to go in the 1st. False start everyone but the center. One of the best penalties. All right, punt comes off clean. And it's going to be fair caught. And bounce out of bounds at about the 5. Actually, the rule on that closest to like the 7 or 8. So, Philly ball inside the 10 nonetheless. And that brings us to commercial break. Yeah. Honestly, Green Bay's first drive wasn't terrible. Like it wasn't like they were able to move the ball pretty well, and obviously taking a deep shot on 3rd down maybe wasn't the best idea. But if you had the intentions of going for it on 4th, it makes it a lot more logical. It's just a false start sucks. So with that idea, like, yeah, I could get being upset of the deep shot there, but again, they planned. They were in 4 down territory. They planned to have gone for it, and they were pretty much already at that range of where you want to be before saying definitively we're going for it no matter what. Again, just false starts suck. So that's a little rough. Yeah, commercial break. If you are new, quickly say to subscribe would be greatly appreciated. A bunch of play-by-play. Sunday is going to be fun. As Sunday, we get my Dolphins playing their first game. So excited for that one. Playing Jacksonville should be a great game. Should be a great game on Sunday. Yeah, still a commercial break. As just coming out of commercial break now, with Philly getting ball to begin their first drive from inside the 10. As there's watch parties in Titletown and a watch party at the Link. Philly with ball from the 10. Hurts under center. The receiver lined up to each side. How do they want to set the tone on offense now? Making adjustments at the line after sending A.J. Brown in a short motion to move him inside. Toss play, and Saquon slips and gonna lose 5. Saquon catches the toss and instantly slips and goes down. That is a rough first play of the game. Yeah, just lost his footing instantly. I mean, it didn't really look like there was a run lane, but still, like, you don't want to lose 5 first play of the drive, backed up like this. Hurts, shotgun, back to his left. Sending Smith in motion, looking to throw. Throwing left side, and it's going to be incomplete. Trying to hit a whole shot on the corner route to A.J. Brown. And that's going to set up 3rd and 15 from their own 5-yard line. If Green Bay can get a stop here, that's a big momentum shift, as they're going to have ball. They're going to set up their offense in great positioning. All right, 3rd and 15. Just under 11 minutes to go in the first. What can Jalen Hurts do? Looking to throw. Has some time now, throwing deep over the middle and picked off at the 35-ish. And running it back. Pass inside the 20, trying to cut to the other side of the field. But finally brought down at the 19-yard line. That is, I believe, Xavier McKinney making his first big play in the green and yellow. But that is definitely not what you wanted to happen. The 29. Yep, that's Xavier McKinney. Like, that's a terrible decision. That's triple coverage, basically. I don't know what Hurts is doing there. Yeah, like, that's not a good throw. You'd much rather just throw that away and send out the punt unit. But Xavier McKinney, he was someone I've talked about in the offseason about being a big pickup for this defense. He makes a big play, and now Jordan Love going to have great field positioning. Alone in shotgun. 3 receivers, two receivers each side with a tight end to the left. Looking to throw. Quick pressure off the left side, going to be brought down near the 24-yard line, a loss of 5. And that was a great rush off the blind side. Was there a late flag thrown? Beautifully dialed a blitz from Philly. And Love tried to escape but ran into his own lineman. And there was a penalty on Philly, so automatic first down. It's on Jalen Carter. So half the distance to the goal, automatic first down on something. But that's not a type of mistake I felt like Philly could make. Or felt Philly was going to make this early in the game. And they didn't even showcase a pop-up of exactly what it was. Ball now on the 12-yard line. Love and shotgun back to his right. Going to hand it off. And Josh Jacobs goes nowhere. Back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. Boy, what was the call? Oh, just unsportsmanlike conduct. Yeah, he got... Why did you do that? He got a hand right in between, right underneath the face mask of the Packers right guard. That, you just can't make a mistake like that. Alright, Love under center, back behind him. Going to play action, looking to throw. Throwing right side, going to be caught in a flat, but no gain once again. And there's another penalty on the play. This time it was caught by, I believe, Luke Musgrave, was 88, right? Yeah. It seems like it's going to be holding on the Packers. So this has been one weird-ass drive. Yep, Holden on the offense. Calling it on, I think that's Rasheed Walker, if I remember his first name correctly. Yeah, Rasheed Walker, the offensive tackle. Calling it on the left tackle there. Yeah. I have seen worse holdings not called. So I would say that. 2nd and 20 now for Green Bay. Pretty much right back to where the drive started at the 22. Love alone in shotgun. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Looking to throw. Throwing over the middle. Going to be incomplete. Intended for Davion Wicks. And that sets up a 3rd and 20. Or Dontavion Wicks. That's what it is. Either way, incomplete. Yeah, sets up a 3rd and 20. So just don't make a mistake. If you're Green Bay, you're well in field goal range thanks to the interception you had just had on defense. Just don't make a dumb mistake and you get points on this drive. Love and shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers right, looking to throw. Quick pass, screenplay to Josh Jacobs left side. And is going to get inside the 15 to about the 14, maybe 13-yard line. And that is 4th down. I doubt that was a situation of them trying to get half and then going for it. Either way, I don't think it worked. Yeah, out comes Braden Narvison. Rookie kicker out of NC State. To try to give Green Bay the lead. 31-yard try from the left hash kick is up and good straight down the middle. And Green Bay takes the early lead with just under 8.5 to go from the first quarter. There we go. All right, and that brings us to commercial break as well. Shoulders are. There we go. There we go. Yeah, a weird drive. I don't fully know what Green Bay. I mean, first off, the mistake from Jalen Carter sucked for Philly, but they got out of it. It was a very good bend don't break style of defense there. Secondly, the holding call sucks, even though that play would have gone no gain. At least it wasn't a loss of 10. So it's now backed up even more behind the sticks. So that's it. Like you got ball at the 19-yard line. That's a situation where it feels like you need to capitalize in, and they just couldn't. Especially after the unsportsmanlike conduct on Jalen Carter. Like 1st and 10 from the 12, like you need to score there. Like, it feels like you need to get in the end zone there. But either way, they're set up. It kind of feels like they had the momentum. Their defense played really well in that first drive, but it makes a hell of a lot of difference when the opposing offense is backed up on their own 10 as opposed to their own 30. So we gotta see how the defense for Green Bay now plays in a situation where Philly has more room to work with. We are still at commercial break. And use this time to quickly say to subscribe if you're new. Be greatly appreciated. Leave a like. You know the drill. All right. Green Bay about to kick this one away. So KC's game plan for kickoffs, back of the end zone. Baltimore, it eventually became back of the end zone. Philly game plan, at least from the one kick so far, was back of the end zone. So we'll see how Green Bay handles it. I wouldn't be shocked if now that we have a lot more proper return men back there during regular season, we see kicks just go back of the end zone again. This one is sent away. It's going to bounce at the 15. Muffed, finally picked up by Philly. and then brought down at the 15. So a 8-ish yard return from Philly, but great special teams coverage there, and that's kind of like the ideal kickoff situation for a team is you find a way to kick it to where it bounces in the landing zone and forces the opposing team to pick it up. Like that was a good special teams play for Green Bay. Yeah, how does Philly answer now down by 3? Hurts under center, back behind him. 2 receivers each side. And then 1 in motion to make it a trips look to the left. Handoff up the middle to Saquon Barkley is going to gain about 3. All right. So again, Hurts. There's a lot on this season. This is a pretty big season for Philly, trying to make up for how last season ended. As Hurts is in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receivers left, a receiver and tight end to the right. Ball on the 19-yard line is 2nd and 7. Hurts, quick pass, left side, going to be a tight end screen that gains maybe a yard, and there was clearly miscommunication from their receivers there. They had 2 receivers blocking 1 defender when there was 2 in the area. So that definitely was not how that play was supposed to work. 3rd and 6, Hurts, shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers right. Making adjustments at the line now. Need the 26-yard line. Hurts muffs the snap. And did he? I don't think he fell back on it. I think that's Green Bay ball. It is. Wow. Green Bay going to massively control the field position battle, it seems, in this. As a back-to-back drives ending in a turnover for Philly. Not what you want to see. Hurts just wasn't ready for the snap. And then Kelsey retires. Now you have a new center back there. And the cadence is going to take some time to get the cadence working. Yeah, Hurts wasn't ready for the snap. Wyatt falls on it for Green Bay. And it seems like Hurts was telling Jurgens, hey, I was saying alpha, which is like a on 1 cadence. They ball in the 13, Love. Gonna hand off to Jacobs, trying to bounce out the right side. Makes 1 man miss before being brought down at around the 6-yard line. But there is a flag in the backfield. So yeah, they showed it on the sideline. And it's holding on Green Bay. Just cannot stop themselves. So yeah, they were showing the sideline stuff. Hurts going up to Jurgens like, hey, it was alpha, alpha, alpha. Which typically is like, hey, it's when I first say hike or hut or whatever. So I guess Jurgens was hearing him saying alpha and thought he was saying to snap the ball, and that's why there was that miscommunication. But man, if they can hold Green Bay to another field goal, they're gonna be in such a lucky situation. 1st and 20, Love in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receivers each side, now sending 1 in motion. Going a quick pass right side on a receiver screen, and that's going to gain pretty much the yardage back from the holding penalty. Quick little receiver, a receiver screen off the motion, and that's a gain of 9. As that was caught by Jaden Reed. So that's exactly the kind of pickup you want after a penalty like that. And that's how you properly block a screenplay like that. Philly tried it on the last drive, and they just didn't block it correctly. Now Love, alone in shotgun, 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Ball on the 14-yard line. Once again, receiver sent in orbit motion. Quick pass right side, going to be caught, but unable. But it's going to be caught and tagged down for what could be a gain of 10, maybe a first down. Either way, that's Romeo Doubs on the reception. Yeah, he was tagged down short, I believe. Caught it on Darius Slay. Philly was playing off coverage, which, yeah, the slant route's going to be open instantly like that. No doubt about it. It should be 3rd and 1 or it should be 3rd and 1 roughly. Yeah, 3rd and 1 for Green Bay. Love under center. 3rd and 1, ball on the 4. And he's going to hand this one off up the middle, and it's going to be stonewalled. Back at the 5, a loss of 1. And Philly's defense is playing really well. But they need to make one more stop as the offense is staying on the field for a 4th and 2. If you're Philly, 4th and 2, do not jump. Love under center, back behind him. 6 seconds on the play clock. They may just be trying to get you to jump. They snap it, handoff up the middle. Jacobs. Does he get it? It's gonna be close. It's gonna depend on the spot. And the judge is saying 1st down Green Bay. That's close, though. I wonder if they're going to review the spot. No, he got it. He got it easily. Okay. Yeah, that top-down angle, he got it. Yeah, he got it, I think. It's still close, but I do feel like he got it. So, 1st and goal for Green Bay. Love, shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers left. Philly, not fully prepared. And Green Bay is calling their 2nd timeout already. Why did Green Bay call their timeout? Philly was nowhere near set for whatever their play call was. And Green Bay's the one who calls. I do not get that, but okay. I do not get that decision. Like, Philly was not set at all for that play call. They had 2 defenders out to the left side, so everyone near the middle. I think even if like you aren't set up in the proper play call and your proper formation, I think you just had to snap that and go. And improvise there, because Philly was not prepared for the snap. We have 4 minutes to go in the first. Love, shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the left. Ball on the 3-yard line. Looking to throw. Has some time throwing. Left side has a man. Incomplete. Great defensive coverage. There is a flag on the play. Christian Watson could not hang on to the ball through the ground. That's Reed Blankenship on the coverage. And there's offensive pass interference, so it wouldn't have counted anyway. That's great coverage from Blankenship. And yeah, it's Green Bay tried a pick play. He bulldozed the defender. That's going to be called most times. LaFleur isn't happy because, hey, Love placed the ball perfectly where it needed to be. Watson just couldn't hang on to it. And even if he did, it would have been offensive pass interference. But Green Bay cannot stop beating themselves in this first quarter. Ball now back on the 13. Love, shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left, sending 1 in motion. Play action, looking to throw, rolling out right. Has the tight end on the flat. Gonna dump it off and pick up about 8 to the 5-yard line. That is Tucker Kraft on the reception. And simple block and release route from Kraft gets open effectively. Three and a half to go in the first. 2nd and goal, ball on about the 5. Love under center, back in the backfield, making adjustments at the line. Philly stacking the box, gonna send some pressure, play action. Love rolling out right, Looking to throw. End zone, just throws it away, incomplete. Good job from Philly getting everything covered up. And good job from Jordan Love to just toss that one away, not force anything. Yeah, Philly sent, I think, 5 there. And Slay was man on well. Yeah, there's no one was open. Like maybe he could have hit the left side, but it would have had to be from a really set position. Wasn't gonna happen. 3rd and goal, ball on the 5. Love, shotgun, back to his left. Trips to the left. Sending the man in motion. Still trips left. Looking to throw. Throw in end zone and incomplete. Just out of reach from Christian Watson, who tried to make a great dive and grab. And it is 4th and goal with Love seemingly going towards the sideline. He's open. Watson is open. Just too far out of reach. He got his fingertips on it from his left hand, just not enough. And out comes the field goal unit. Once again for Green Bay. 23-yard try from the right hash. Snap good, hold good, kick up, right down the middle. And Philly is lucky to have this a 1-possession game with 3 minutes to go in the first. They are lucky that this game is still 1 possession because Green Bay cannot stop beating themselves. Holding penalties, offensive pass interference, dropped passes. Like, they just can't stop beating themselves right now. It's crazy. Like, Green Bay should be up. Green Bay should probably be up 17-0 at this point. Because that first drive, they had a false start, which knocked them out of field goal range on 4th and 6. It had a whole offensive holding penalty on their second drive, which forced them to a 2nd and 20, and that ended up in a field goal. And then the offensive pass interference here pushes them back outside the 10 on a drive that ends in a field goal. Like, man, they cannot stop beating themselves tonight. And we're only 12 minutes in. Like, they need to play more discipline. Like, it's rough. Like, man, Green Bay should be up so much more. Philly is lucky. Their defense is stepping up when needed to. Like, that's no doubt. But yeah, it's like now Philly's offense needs to get something going. They need to get something going on this drive. Like, they desperately need to. Because if they don't, man, if they don't, they're putting themselves in a bad situation. Like, man. All right. Green Bay on to kick this one away to Philly. Let's see how they handle this one. First time, they kind of did a squib kick. See if they keep that same idea going. It worked the last time, but it is kind of risky. This time, they just send this back at the end zone for a touchback. So Philly finally going to have good starting field positioning. That's also a story of tonight so far. Philly has started from their own 10 and from their own 15. Green Bay has started from their own 30, and then Philly's 19 and 12. Like, Green Bay has dominated the field position battle tonight. So, Philly finally having good starting field positioning it should help their offense. First time Philly has had 2 first drive turnovers since 2014. Hurts, shotgun, back to his left. Sending the man in motion. Gonna look to throw in 1st and 10. Quick pass right side, going to be caught for a gain of 4, maybe 5. That is Dallas Goedert on the reception. So hey, positive yards. Finally. Finally. Hurts, shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers each side. Ball on about the 34-ish, 34 and a half. 2nd and 6. Gonna hand off to Saquon Barkley, left side, and gonna be brought down after a gain of 3, maybe 4. Is gonna set up a 3rd and short. So already a better drive for Philly. Because they've moved the ball down the field. But now again, this is kind of a gotta have it drive for your offense, just to build momentum. Hurts, shotgun, back to his left. It is 3rd and 1. 3 receivers to the right. Need the 40-yard line. Barkley sent in motion. Gonna be a free play. Hurts over the middle. Caught for the 1st down to A.J. Brown. And that's going to be a 1st down, ball up to about the 47. As the refs discuss, seems like there was a 2nd flag thrown shortly after. But I feel like they can be on the same thing. Like shortly after the snap. I think they can both be on Green Bay here. Yep, offsides, Green Bay. And that's going to be declined for a Philly 1st down. I mean, they could have called Philly on that. The right guard tapped the center. It's like they could have. Just under a minute and a half to go in the 1st. Hurts, shotgun, back to his right. Man sent in motion. Make it 2 receivers each side. Going to keep it himself after faking it to Barkley, trying to get to the outside. Going to gain 2 with a QB keeper to the right. Kind of a mess of a play there. Seems like it was supposed to be a pass option, but also it's just a chance that Hurts read the read option wrong, which is not the easiest thing to read. Well, it is, but a good edge rusher can disguise what he wants to do well. All right, 2nd and 8 after the gain of 2. Hurts, shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers each side. 2nd and 8. Ball on about the 49-yard line. Back sent in motion left side. Hurts looking to throw. Quick pass right side to Devonta Smith. Going to be caught, making people miss. And finally brought down at about the plus 43-yard line for a Philly 1st down. Smith took quite a shot at the end of that play, but gains the 8 yards needed. Hurts, shotgun, back to his right. Trips to the left. Going a little quick tempo here. Don't need to call a play before the end of the quarter. We'll see what they decide to do. Gonna snap it. Quick pass left side for a bubble screen to Devonta Smith, who's going to gain about 9 yards, and that's going to be the end of the 1st. So Philly started to get something going on offense there at the end of the quarter. They are so lucky this is a 6-point game. This really should not be this close of a game. But it's only 6. They are lucky, and they are moving the ball on offense, looking to take the lead. Yeah, just what a weird game so far. The amount of penalties in this one. Yeah, this has been a weird one. Both defenses are looking pretty good. Like Philly's defense is playing hard as hell because they kind of had needed to. They have been bailed out by Green Bay making dumb mistakes, like the penalties and whatnot. But for the most part, both defenses are playing well. Both offenses could use some they could use some help a bit. Could definitely use some help. As we're at commercial break due to the changing of the quarter. When we come out from a commercial, it will be second quarter, Philly with the ball, facing a 2nd and 1 on the plus side of the field. So again, this could be a game-changing drive if Philly ends in the end zone. Like, this really has potential to like change the game and give Philly the momentum if they have the lead after what has happened in this game. Because again, it has not been the type of game Philly wants to remember. At least as of right now. And to be fair, Green Bay also is having kind of a rough day. But yeah. Should be coming out of commercial break momentarily. I'm going to quickly say to use this time and say if you are new to subscribe, greatly appreciate it. Leave a like, you know the drill as we're coming out of commercial break. And we get to see how Philly handles this. So again, 2nd and 1, first play of the second quarter coming up. What does Philly dial up here? Hurts, shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers to the right as well. Ball on the 34-yard line. Moving one tight end to the right side. Play action. Hurts looking to throw. Has some time. Looking to scramble to the right. Runs straight into the QB spy, but just throws it away before going down. So 3rd and 1. Green Bay went to a spy quick. And it was kind of an unintentional spy. As I believe that was Kenny Clark, kind of just lost where the ball was. And out comes the tush push. Hurts gets the snap and... I don't think he got it. I think he's short. Yeah, he is short. The tush push did not work. And you see Devonta Smith saying to run it again. They are short. The tush push did not work. 4th and inches. Philly right back in it now. Once again going for the tush push. And they got Green Bay to jump. It's an offsides. Oh my. TJ Slaton gets called for jumping early. Yeah, you can see it as a dumb mistake, but that's completely understandable with how well the tush push was last year. Man. All right. The 6th penalty on Green Bay tonight. Hurts now in shotgun, back behind him. 2 receivers left, 2 tight ends left, 2 receivers right. Hand the ball off up the middle. Saquon has a lane. Gonna pick up the first down and get to about the 17-ish yard line for a Philly first down. And finally, Philly gets a running lane for Barkley. Yeah, that was a good blocking up front. Yeah, good. Just again, fine again. Philly has needed a run like that tonight, it feels. Hurts under center, back in the backfield, shifting the tight end to the right side of the line. Going to hand it off once again to Saquon. This time going to lose a yard. And yeah, Green Bay just trying to stop him for a field goal now at this point. And yeah, got pressure off that right side. Good job there from Green Bay. And now Hurts, shotgun, back to his right. 2nd and 11. 3 receivers to the left. First down marker is the 7-yard line. Then the receiver in motion once again. Play action. Hurts looking to throw. Throwing left side. Saquon. The touchdown Philly. What a throw from Hurts. What a catch from Saquon on the left side of the end zone. And Philly has tied this game at 6 while we await the extra point. Play action to Saquon. Hurts rolls out to the right a little bit before throwing the wheel route to Saquon. What a job getting his feet in there. Beautiful throw. 1, 2. Yep, he basically got 3 feet in. What a grab from Saquon. And Jake Elliott on to give Philly a 1-point lead. Kick is up and right down the middle. And somehow, despite all that happened in the first quarter, Philly has taken a 1-point lead off of a beautiful pass from Jalen Hurts to Saquon Barkley. And it only makes sense that the first touchdown tonight is a newcomer in Saquon. Man, what a play. It wasn't a case of there wasn't anything there wasn't anything too complex with that. It's a play action fake rollout to try to move the defense to the right because you plan to throw it back on that wheel route to the left. And it worked really well. It just worked really well. The first touchdown in Brazil goes to Saquon Barkley, his first with the Eagles, as that gives the Eagles their first lead of the night, with it being 7-6. That also brings us to a commercial break. And yeah, Saquon just doing what he does best. Even when he was in New York, they used him really, they used him as a pass catcher really effectively. In part because they had to, but Saquon's a good pass catcher, and we saw it there on that just great throw and catch by Philly. Just great throw and catch. I just still can't believe that Russ may not be playing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that game again. Even if Hurts didn't go to Saquon, he had Goddard coming on that side as well. Man. And I still at commercial break. Just getting out of commercial break. As they're highlighting Sunday Night Football, the Rams take on the Lions in a rematch of the NFC wildcard game, right back in Ford Field. Stafford making his return once again. Again, that kind of drive for Philly's offense just switched the momentum quickly. As Philly's kickoff is going out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Yeah, I mean, if the NFL truly wants to bring the kickoff back, they need to just push back where the ball is being kicked from. Make it the 20-yard line. Hell, do both. Make it so they kick it off from further back, but then still have the dynamic kickoff style of you can't move until the ball is caught. I feel like that could work really well. It guarantees a return because you don't have to do this whole land in zone stuff. And if somehow there is a touchback, well, they deserve the ball in the 30. Love, play action, looking to throw in 1st and 10, stepping up, pass over the middle, through the hands incomplete of Dontavion Wicks. He was open over the middle, but overran the ball. Thus, it falls incomplete. He slipped at the top of the route. That's what it was. He was open in the zone on the curl, but he slipped at the top of the route. They're all playing on the soccer pitch, so it's not fully made for these kind of guys. Love, shotgun, back to his right. Gonna hand it off up the middle. Has a lane past the 40, and then slides down, pretty much slips at the 44-yard line. I mean, he was surrounded by 3 defenders when he did slip, but I mean, he could have fought for a few extra yards. That was Emmanuel Wilson on the carry, but great blocking up front to give him a rush lane. And he just took it from there. Yeah, great blocking up front. All right, 1st and 10. Love, shotgun, back behind him. Shifting the tight end to his right. Going to hand this one off once again to Emmanuel Wilson. Patient cutting out to the left side. Finally brought down after a gain of about 5 to the 49-yard line. Tried to run it up the middle, but he bounced it out to the left after nothing opened up. $11 and a half to go in the first half. In Green Bay, only one timeout, not the kind of situation you want to be in. Love, shotgun, back to his left. Ball on the 49, 2nd and 5. Watson sent in motion. Gonna hand it off once again up the middle to Emmanuel Wilson. Plenty of space to run. Past the 50, past the 40, past the plus 35. Finally brought down near the plus 33. So they're getting run lanes in on this drive. It's just not with Josh Jacobs. Good block from Tucker Kraft. Man, both Luke Musgrave and Tucker Kraft were people I wanted Miami to get when they were entering the league. Green Bay got both of them, and I've been envious ever since. Love, shotgun, back behind him. Shifting Kraft to his right. And Green Bay's going to call their final timeout with just under 10 and a half to go in the first half. Wow. That is not the situation you want to be in. No timeouts for 10 and a half minutes now. When you're trying to find like a consistent groove on offense. This has been a good drive to find that groove. But at the same time, they need to finish this drive. Green Bay is also now changing their cleats, it seems, trying to find some better traction. Philly is still Green Bay is still in like firm control of this game, it feels. But I mean Philly's gaining some momentum a bit. Love, shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers each side. Ball on the 33-yard line. Do an end around right side. And it's going to final lane. Breaks one tackle, 20, 10, 5. Jaden Reed. Touchdown Green Bay. They retake the lead. And back-to-back nights, we see a 20-plus yard end around touchdown in the NFL. And just like last night, it was great blocking on the right side, which opened up a lane and allowed Green Bay to score. Emmanuel Wilson, great block. The tackle got up there. The tackle got up there. The left tackle was blocking near the 5-yard line. Is now on to make this a 6-point game. Kick is up and right down the middle. But there is a flag. What's the penalty? What is the penalty? That was a great drive for Green Bay. Like finally finishing a drive off in the end zone was exactly what they needed to happen. I could not. They did not show the ref once. Like they did not show the ref well enough to say what the penalty was. Oh, it was offsides on Philly. So I think they're going to enforce it. No, Green Bay accepts the penalty. They're not going for two. So they're gonna go for two from the 1 yard line after the offsides penalty on Philly. Green Bay was 40% last year on 2-point conversions to make it a 7-point game. This is ballsy in this kind of. It's the smart call because it's a yard. Love under center. Of Tucker Kraft and a running back behind him. Handing the ball off. Josh Jacobs. He gets stonewalled. Stuff. They don't get it. And the Packers are only going to be up by 5. I can fully understand that decision, and it's not a bad play call. I just think you don't have Josh Jacobs do it. Emmanuel Wilson was running so well that drive. Keep him in and let him get that. Because he was running well and he was running patient. I really like Josh Jacobs. But Emmanuel Wilson was running really patient that drive, and I feel like you kind of needed that patience there. Still have the lead, but it's a 5-point lead with about 10-20 to go in the half. As that brings us to commercial break. We can use this time to say, if you're new, to subscribe. Really appreciate it. And there's going to be a bunch more of these play-by-plays throughout the season. Plus a bunch of other content. I'm working on 2 videos at the moment. I'm hoping to get one up next week around this time. I'm hoping to get one up next week around this time. The other I'm hoping to get up by the holidays. As the other video is a monster. And going to require quite a bit of research, but should be fun. Should be a good one. We're still at commercial break as Green Bay has just retaken the lead. Yeah, it should be. I do still think Philly has the momentum in this because they stopped a 2-point conversion. That's why it's a tough thing to say, yeah, go for it there. Because yeah, you get it. You're up by 7. You're only a yard out. You feel like you should be able to get it. But now that you didn't, you're only up by 5, and Philly has some momentum behind them after the last drive. And now the defense has regained some confidence. We'll see, but again, Philly. Well, because Philly gets ball to begin the second half, so they're entering a really crucial drive here. It's this drive, and if they get one more before the end of the half, are going to be the big drives. Those are going to be the big drives for this game because you want to try to, like, if they could double up, it will be big for them. All right, back from commercial break. Green Bay will be kicking this off to Philly momentarily. It seems like one of the field judges is being checked up on by the medical staff on Philly now. But he must have rolled his ankle or something. They were checking his right leg. This kickoff into the end zone for a touchback. Yeah, there's still work to be done to make the kickoff worthwhile again. There's still work to be done for sure. I do think the best plan of action now after the UFL is to just push the kickoff back to the 20-yard line. Maybe not all the way back to the 20. Maybe just do the 25, but definitely push it back. Hurts, shotgun, back to his right. Two receivers to the right with a tight end, one receiver to the left. Going to hand this one off left side, trying to cut up the field. Going to gain about 2 is Saquon Barkley. So they're still trying to get the ground game going, which I like. When you have a back like Saquon, you always want to make sure the ground game is the potential on every play. You don't want to be one-dimensional with a back like Saquon, even though he can be dynamic in the pass game as well. All right, 2nd and 8. Hurts, shotgun, back to his right, trips to the right. Bunched up as well. Ball on the 32, man in motion, 2 receivers each side. Hurts, play action, small rollout to the right, looking to throw. Now trying to escape to the right, finally just throws it away out of bounds. They tried the same play they scored a touchdown on again, but this time Green Bay played it well. At least they tried a similar play. And yeah, Green Bay just played it a lot better this time. 3rd and 8. Hurts, shotgun, back to his left, trips to the right. Need the 40-yard line. Making adjustments at the line. Just under 9.5 to go in this first half. Hurts looking to throw. Green Bay send pressure. Quick pass left side, caught by A.J. Brown. Makes one defender miss. Pass midfield. Finally pushed out of bounds near the plus 45-yard line. Green Bay sent the house. They zero blitz. They sent damn near everyone. They sent 5. They dropped 2 from the stack box they showed. Hurts delivered a nice pass under pressure. And A.J. Brown took it the rest of the way. Ball on the 48. Hurts, shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers right. 9 minutes to go. Making adjustments at the line. Play clock is ticking. 5 seconds left. Still making adjustments. Shifting the back to his right. Get the snap off in time. Hand off up. No, can he keep it himself on the read option? And then slide down after maybe gaining a yard. That was definitely not what they drew up, probably. Or at least probably not what they fully wanted to do. But they just wanted to get the snap off in time and not waste a timeout. But now 2nd and 9. Hurts, shotgun, back to his left. Sending a man in motion. Going to look to throw. Pump fakes. Has some time. Throwing left side. Pod wide open. Devonta Smith. Inside the 25. Brought down near the 20. Most likely going to call it the 21. Beautiful hole shot by Jalen Hurts to Devonta Smith for a big chunk of yards. They had A.J. Brown, a kind of a double move post corner. They had one receiver take the flat, and then Devonta Smith did like a seam route or like a slot fade, and it worked really well. Hurts, shotgun, back to his left, ball in the 21. Man sent in motion. Green Bay sending pressure off the right side. Quick pass left side, going to be caught. Saquon, and stepping out of bounds, but he trying to make Quay Walker miss. The momentum took him out of bounds, but if he would have stayed in bounds, he made a miss and was ready to run. Instead, it's a gain of about 5. Jalen Hurts is doing really well with these hot passes now. He's doing really well with these. And that's something he needs to do well with. Hurts, shotgun, a back to each side, 2 receivers to the right. Sending motion to one out to the left. Looking to throw, going to be a design QB keeper instead. And Hurts gets 4 yards up to about the 13-yard line. So a little QB draw there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 1. Again, Philly looking to end the drive in the end zone as they're inside the 15. Just about 6 minutes to go, and out comes the tush push once again. Wouldn't be shocked if they mix it up a bit. Nope, they do tush push. And Jalen Hurts is going to gain about 2 on the play for a Philly first. He at least gains 1. He gets enough for the first nonetheless. And yeah, the tush push is still working. Though it's obvious that it's more like the left side does seem to be more effective. Like does seem to get more movement. Hurts shotgun back to his left. Going to hand this one off to Saquon Barkley. Plenty of space. Untouched. Touchdown Philly. They retake the lead. That is the wrong one. Inside zone. And Saquon Barkley found a lane and took it the rest of the way. Great combo blocking from the center and right guard. Beautiful lane opened up for Saquon, and it was too easy. Too easy, untouched. And Green Bay allowed Philly to stay in this game, and they're going to make them pay. Extra point try is up and good. We have a 2-point game with 5.5 to go. And yeah, Philly. Green Bay allowed Philly to stay in this game by simply not capitalizing off the turnovers effectively enough. And because this should be 21-14 at the bare minimum. At the bare minimum. But instead it's 12-14 because Green Bay only got field goals off of the turnovers and they failed a 2-point conversion. And all of that's the case because they've been beating themselves for the most part off of penalties. Oh, this should be 15-14 at minimum, but because of a false start on the first drive, Green Bay was forced to punt instead. And of course, there's all discussions of, well, if Green Bay does get a field goal after that first drive, and Philly wouldn't have been backed up where they were, and yada yada yada. But still, like Green Bay has let Philly stay in this one. And now Philly's defense, if they can make a stop, Philly can we're about to enter the middle 8 of the game. And the middle 8 are some of the most important minutes of the game because of what Philly can now do in situations like it. So Philly, if they make a stop, they could then extend this lead to 8 and most likely 2 possessions. After they can extend it to 9. And then they get ball back to begin the second half and could then extend this to 16. So like Philly could quickly run away with this with one defensive stop. And even if Philly only gets a field goal before the half now, that's still a 5-point game that could potentially turn into a 12-point game easily. All before Green Bay even sees the ball again. So like Green Bay needs to at least kill a good chunk of clock on this drive to where Philly can't do a lot afterwards. Now, Philly has all timeouts, so that's kind of like, okay, well, how much time is that? But at the end of the day, they need to score something. As we're back from commercial break, Philly about to kick this one away. Wouldn't be shocked if it's just through the back of the end zone again. Yep. Bounces in the end zone, then bounces out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And I fully get why Philly's doing this strategy. You don't want Keyshawn Nixon to touch the ball. Keyshawn Nixon is a dominant return man. Hell, he's one of the best return men in the NFL. So you would much rather Green Bay to just get ball on the 30 instead of allowing Keyshawn Nixon to potentially carry it away. So 1st and 10 for Green Bay on a, again, kind of a must-need drive. Love, shotgun, back to his left. 2 receivers to the right, sending 1 in motion. Going to play action, look to throw. Love, stumble in, throw in, and nearly intercepted. Love couldn't get his foot in on the turf, so he just tried to throw it to the flat with Josh Jacobs, who completely ran past the ball. And then it would have been an easy pick six. I believe that was Nakobe Dean who dropped it. And he knows it. That should have been a pick six. And man, that's one he wants back. There was no one within 5 yards of him, and he just dropped it. 2nd and 10, Love, shotgun, looking to throw. Has some time throwing left side, and that's going to be incomplete. Kind of into double coverage, looking for Luke Musgrave. And just like that, it is 3rd and 10. Quinyon Mitchell once again on the coverage. I mean, Musgrave is open. Not really. That's just Love tried to force that pass in there for really no full reason. All right, 3rd and 10. Love, shotgun, back to his right. Need the 40-yard line. Green Bay's bunched up, 2 receivers each side. Sending Watson in motion to the left. Looking to throw. Trying to step up. Throwing down the field, wide open, past the 40. Makes one man miss. 20, 15, 10, 5. Jaden Reed. Touchdown Green Bay. 70 yards. They retake the lead. Wow. So yeah, Nakobe Dean's dropped pick six. Coming back to bite him. Who was the right edge rusher? Yeah, man. Number 0. Whoever that is. Oh, fuck. I believe that's Bryce Huff. But the edge rusher for Philly on that right side. Yeah, Bryce Huff never got his foot in and was pretty much taken out of the play entirely by himself. As a PAT try is good, but there's a flag again. This time it is on Green Bay. It's probably just going to enforce it on the kickoff, I assume. Yeah, no, it's false start on Green Bay, so they're going to re-kick. Jaden Reed having himself a night. Now the PAT try from 38 yards out to make it a 5-point game. Kick is up and right and is straight through. 70-yard touchdown. Jaden Reed got wide open on that. Made one man miss and was gone from there. So 5:10-ish left. Not a lot of time went off the clock on that drive, but man, was it a good drive for Green Bay. I do think, though, if Bryce Huff does not constantly slip there, it is a different story of a play. I don't think I either don't think he gets the pass off or gets it off completely. And thus, most likely is a 3rd down stop for Philly. So, gotta get those cleats in order. Gotta get those cleats in order. But yeah, I mean that's a rough defensive breakdown for Philly. That's one they could not let happen. But their offense has been playing well, so they have a chance to retake the lead, and they get ball to begin the half. So there's not a lot of pressure to score a touchdown here. If anything, there was just pressure on scoring or killing the rest of the clock. But either way, this should be a 1-possession game entering the half. Nakobe Dean is definitely punching himself over that dropped pick six. because that would have that is a 14-point swing. Like that is rough for Philly. But nonetheless, again, they're still in a pretty good situation. As we are at commercial break, so don't worry. If we'll say this, since we're at commercial, if you're new, subscribe, greatly appreciated. Stick around, ton of play-by-plays the entire season. The Dolphins play Sunday. Going to be doing a play-by-play of that game. As we are just come back from commercial break. That was Jordan Love's first. Was that his first 40-plus yard touchdown pass? That was 70 yards. All right, now Green Bay on to kick this one away. And it's going to be caught in the end zone. They're going to return this 5 yards deep. And he's going to be brought down at about the 23, maybe 24. Kenneth Gainwell, what are you doing? Just take the touchback. Get ball on the 30. There's no need to do all that. But what a throw from Jordan Love. In the air, stepping up. I don't get what Kenneth Gainwell was doing there. 5 minutes to go in the half. Get Philly all their timeouts. Hurts, shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers each side. Ball on the 23-yard line. Play action, looking to throw, has time. Throwing over the middle, incomplete. Looking for A.J. Brown, some pushing and shoving after the play. Felt like there could have been a pass interference call, but there's no flags thrown. So 2nd and 10. Okay, no, ball was just low. A.J. Brown has not gotten used nearly as much as I thought he would tonight. Hurts, shotgun, back to his left. Looking to throw once again, has some time. Throwing over the middle, it's going to be caught by A.J. Brown, breaks one tackle, and falls forward to about the 36, are they calling it? Either way, it's a first down for Philly. So, A.J. Brown, that was a low pass. They're trying to get A.J. Brown involved, which is exactly what you need to do. Hurts, shotgun back to his left, trips to the right. The more A.J. Brown gets involved, the smoother their offense is going to run. Hurts making adjustments at the line. Looking to throw once again. Has a clean pocket, now trying to escape to his right. Still falling back, finally just throws it away, incomplete. It's a clean pocket, but it's not a big pocket. So because of that, he kind of had to escape there. 4:11 to go in the half. This is most likely going to be the final drive of the half. Again, Philly really just looking for a field goal out of this drive then. Hurts, shotgun, back behind him. 2 receivers right, a receiver and tight end to the left. Then a receiver in motion from the right to the left. Handoff, trying to work that right side. Saquon going to gain about 3 to the 39-yard line. Clock ticking, 4 minutes to go in the half. Big 3rd down coming up, 3rd and 7. Looking for the 46-yard line to keep the drive alive. Hurts, shotgun, back to his right, trips to the left. Making adjustments again at the line. 3.5 to go. Hurts looking to throw. Throwing over the middle, going to be caught by Dallas Goedert. Going to get past the 50, stiff arming the defender, finally pushed out of bounds at around the 45, 40-yard line, somewhere around there. It's hard to tell. But a simple drag route over the middle. It was mesh. They ran mesh. They ran mesh with A.J. Brown and Dallas Goedert, and it worked to perfection. Hurts, shotgun, back to his left. Seems like it's going to be trips to the right. 3 minutes to go in the half. Ball on the 40. Going to hand this one off up the middle to Saquon, who's going to only gain about 2. As he ran straight into one of his own linemen. So yeah, I mean, Philly is definitely playing chew clock. They're definitely just killing as much clock as they can before they absolutely have to kick a field goal. Which I get. You want this to be the final drive of the half because it allows you to double up without having to worry about Green Bay scoring on some fluke play to end the half. 2nd and 8. Hurts, shotgun, back to his left. 2 receivers spread out to each side. Need the 30-yard line for a first down. Back sent in motion to the right, looking to throw. Pump faking, stepping up, escaping pocket to the right, still looking downfield. Throwing right side, going to be incomplete. Overthrows the intended receiver, and that sets up a 3rd and 8. Kind of a big 3rd and 8. That pass was intended for Johnny Wilson. Yeah, there wasn't really anywhere to go with that ball. It was basically a throwaway. Good job by Eric Stokes to stick with him because he kind of improvised that route. All right. Final play before the 2-minute warning. Hurts alone in shotgun. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Looking for the 30-yard line. QB keeper up the middle. And Hurts is going to gain 6. 4th down, 2-minute warning. That's a play call where they know they're going to go for it on 4th down. Which is weird. I mean, they could kick the field goal still. Because I feel like they were trying to get Green Bay off guard. To then, at least gain 7 yards where they can then push. Instead, they get 6, and now they're in a kind of a weird situation. Anyway, we're at commercial break. I will be right back. Here, at commercial break. I'll be right back. All right, still at commercial. Still at commercial break. It's now a Subway commercial. We have 2-minute warning. Philly has a decision to be made on 4th and, again, which should be 4th and 2, I would imagine. But yeah. Philly is the type of team where they probably would go for it here. I wouldn't be surprised at all if they go for it. Because again, they're just that kind of team. They're just that kind of team. But this is a very tight. This is a very make or break situation. Because you don't want Green Bay to have a shot before the half, but you would much rather their chance to be kind of relatively back. It's a 30-yard line. 4th and 3, so only a gain of 5 for Hurts on the 3rd down. And Philly's offense staying on the field. They need the 30-yard line, ball on the 33. You keep the drive alive and pretty much guarantee that Green Bay does not get another shot in this half. Hurts, shotgun, back to his left. Bunched up. Two receivers right, a receiver and tight end to the left. Then the tight end in motion. Nearly got Green Bay to jump. And they were just going to let the play clock run and I assume call a timeout. Yep, Philly calls their first timeout of the half. So I imagine now they're just sending out the field goal unit, right? Unless Hurts didn't unless the plan was try to get them to jump, call a timeout, and then still go for it. It seems like they're trying to dial up a play. Yeah, Hurts and Devonta Smith are talking it over on the side, like right near the sideline. The offense is staying on the field. Offense is staying on the field. Big time play for both sides. To gain momentum at the end of the half. Hurts, shotgun. Kenneth Gainwell, the back end. To Hurts' right. Three receivers bunched up to the left. One receiver out wide to the right. Then an A.J. Brown in motion to make it a two receiver set each side. Hurts looking to throw. Over the middle. Going to be caught by Devonta Smith. Wow, what a catch. Got smothered by two Packers right as the ball hit his chest, but it hangs on to it, and Philly keeps the drive alive. What a grab. Philly trying to go low, hurry up. Hurts, shotgun, back to his left. Three receivers to the right. A minute and a half to go in the first half. Ball on the 24-yard line. Hurts going to hand this one off up the middle to Kenneth Gainwell, who's going to gain about 2 yards on the play. Philly has 2 timeouts. They can kind of take their time on this. And they're going to take their time. They are not in any kind of rush. Hurts, shotgun, back to his left. Three receivers to the right. Ball on the 19. 2nd and 7 instead of gain of 3. Hurts looking to throw. Dump it off left side to Gainwell. Going to make one Packer miss. Make two Packers miss. First down and more. Still going. Takes 3 to bring him down at the 14-yard line. Don't know why I stopped there for a second. So Philly ball now on the 14-yard line. 43 seconds left. And I believe Philly has called their second timeout. Kenneth Gainwell. Man, I forget how smooth Kenneth Gainwell can run sometimes. And yeah, Philly calls their second timeout. And that, I believe, brings us to another commercial break. But to be fair, we're also inside the 2-minute warning, so I think it's a 30-second timeout. Again, Philly looking for the end zone here. 43 seconds. 1st and 10. 1 timeout remaining, so you have the entire field to work with. Saquon still on the sideline. I'm going to be talking about that at the half. Because this also goes to yesterday's game. Hurts, shotgun, back to his left. Few receivers and a tight end to the left as well. Sending one in motion towards the right on the orbit motion. Hurts looking to throw. Going to step up in the pocket, escape to the right. And going to be brought down at the 20-yard line. 35 seconds. Hurry it up. And there's a clock stoppage with 31 seconds left. Did Philly call a timeout? Green Bay played great coverage there to force a sack and get pressure quickly. Yeah, I mean, if Hurts would have had a little more time, I think he would have had someone in the middle of the end zone. But Green Bay just didn't give him the time needed. And yeah, I believe Philly has called their last timeout. 2nd and 16. Now that you have no timeouts, you're basically going for the end zone on these plays. I mean, you can work it shorter, but you need to get out of bounds. 20 yards out. Hurts. Shotgun. Back to his right. Trips to the left. Ball is on the right hash. And there is a flag pre-snap. Are they saying false start on Philly? Can't have that, yeah. False start on Philly. You cannot have that there. You called it on Dallas Goedert. Just can't have that. Just simply can't be having that. 25 yards out now. Hurts shotgun. Back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. 2nd and 21. Not that fact necessarily matters. Hurts looking to throw. Green Bay sending 4. Plenty of time in the pocket. Plenty of time. And then just dumps it off to Goedert in the flat on the left side. He gains about 4. But they need to hurry it up on 3rd down. Clock ticking, 15 seconds. I mean, are you going to spike it? 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6, 5, and Jalen Hurts spikes it. I do not like that. I do not like anything about that. Like, you needed to take, not needed, but you wanted to take a shot at the end zone. I mean, again, they get ball to begin the half, so it helps. They're only going to be down by 1 possession, which for how this game started is fantastic. But a check down, and that. I mean, you don't want to force it, but at least try to throw it down the field. Jake Elliott, kick is up and good from 38 yards out. That makes this a 19-17 game entering the half. I mean, I get not wanting to force it and then have a turnover happen. I get that. But at least take a shot in the vicinity of a receiver in the end zone and try to draw a penalty. So that way, if it's incomplete, and it probably and if it's incomplete, you at least have another shot towards the end zone. Philly is lucky to be down 2 at this point. No doubt about it. They are lucky to be down 2. But they could be up if they played those final 40 seconds better. Like, Philly could be in a lot better of a situation if they played it better. Yeah, that brings us to halftime with Philly getting the ball first to begin the half. I just don't get what Philly was doing there. They are lucky to be in this game. Like, they are legit lucky. All right. So again, just reach halftime. I'm gonna quickly get a refill on my drink, and then I wanted to discuss some things that I noticed. I can begin discussion now. I'm still like right here. So, Barkley was not used in that final drive, which is interesting to me, because you pay him a lot. You pay him money. You would think you would want him to be utilized in a drive of that magnitude. It goes back to yesterday with the Ravens, where they paid Derrick Henry all that money only to pretty much make him a one-dimensional back by not having him be involved in the pass game. Like, what's the point of like getting like a high quality guy like that if in the biggest moments of the game, you're not gonna utilize him. Like having Saquon in that situation, maybe not would have completely changed the outcome, but it definitely would have benefited you to have him out there. Same thing with Derrick Henry yesterday. Especially because Derrick Henry is a lot more suitable to block Chris Jones than Gus Edwards was. And hell, it still almost worked. It's like Saquon should have been on the field there. In some capacity, Saquon should have been on the field. But again, Philly's even lucky to be in this situation where they're only down by 2. They are lucky. But I don't get the point of like having a because I could get the logic behind not having Derrick Henry in that situation because he's an older back who's like a primary power back who, well, yes, can be a pass catcher. That's not his forte, it's not his specialty, it's not like why you would sign him. You sign him to be a true power back. But Saquon is an all-around back. He can be lethal in the pass game. We saw that tonight. And he can break off big time runs. So not having him in the game there, it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. Like because on top of AJ Brown and Devonta Smith and Dallas Goedert, like Saquon is a big weapon to have on this offense. You want all of them on the field at once. Why not have all of them on the field at once in the one of the biggest drives of the game? And like it's decisions like that where I'm like I question Sirianni sometimes. I like him as a coach. Like he has shown that he can coach Philly to be a good team. But then he makes like questionable decisions like that. I don't know. I'm just happy I'm not like a diehard Philly fan or anything, so I can't be too pissed. I'm just like, as a football fan, I'm like, why isn't Saquon in? Hell, I even say like, I'm more of a Packers fan. I just don't have a Packers jersey yet. Otherwise, I probably would have been wearing the Packers jersey tonight if I had one. Well, like you should have your best you should have your best players in for the big moments. Big time players make big time plays in big time moments. Simple. Saquon is a big time player. He should have been in for that drive. Maybe he wasn't earlier in that drive, but he should be in for those final 2 minutes. The fact he wasn't makes no sense. It's the same thing with Derrick Henry. The fact he wasn't in for that final drive last night makes no sense. But nonetheless, again, Philly gets ball to begin the half, so they're not completely in a bad situation. It just could have been a lot better of a situation if played properly. Now this is a nice little fact. So this got brought up when the Black Friday game happened last year, and it's probably brought up again then. There is a sports broadcasting act that kind of normally prevents Friday Night Football like this. That doesn't start until the second Saturday of September. It is the first Saturday of September, so that's why this game's happening. Okay, that's good to know. Because yeah, when this game was first announced that it was going to be Friday, I expected it to be earlier in the day because of that sports broadcasting act. But yeah, I mean, Philly's offense is finally has gotten into a rhythm after a really, really bad start. But But man, that's like Hurts decision making there from Jalen Hurts was questionable. Like some of those decision makings was questionable. But again, nonetheless, I mean, again, they're in a really good situation for how they started this game. So at the same time, I'm not completely like. At the same time, I'm just, like the Chiefs, the Eagles can't be too upset about where they're in, but obviously, they at the same time, I feel like they can be. But I definitely have questions about, especially if Philly loses tonight by like, let's see, it would be like, let's say they lose by 3 or by 2. Like if this still stays like this, like I feel like one of the questions you need to ask Sirianni afterwards is why wasn't Barkley in to end the half? Again, nothing against Kenneth Gainwell. He is a very solid back. He should not be in a moment like that, unless Barkley is injured, which it didn't seem like he was. It just seemed like he was catching his breath. Like Barkley should have been in. Yeah, we're still at halftime, so a commercial break from the half. And we greatly appreciate you use this time to subscribe. Really appreciate it. Sunday. I know I'm wearing the Eagles jersey. I wore a Ravens jersey last night, but Sunday is the day for me. The Dolphins season opener and home opener. Got the 3 jerseys behind me there. I'll be rocking that white one because Miami is wearing white. You got the 3 Dolphins jersey. Got the LeBron jersey. I have a Shaq jersey in that closet as well. It's not out right now. And then I'm hoping the Dolphins join this man right here in the championship circle soon. Yeah, so Sunday, the Dolphins are playing. Going to be live for that game. Going to be live for Sunday Night Football and a bunch of other primetime games and football games throughout this season. So stick around, subscribe, really appreciated. Yeah, I'm also working on some more videos and video essays to hopefully get out throughout the season. I have one I'm working on. I have 2 I'm working on now. One's hopefully coming out next week around this time, aka Friday or Saturday. And then another one that I just started the process of today that I'm hoping to get done by the end of the year. But there's a lot going into it. So I'm excited. Yeah, stick around. Really appreciate it. Subscribe. Know the whole drill. As we await the start of the second half, to talking about Caleb Williams on the halftime show. I mean, here's my thing. Here's my thing with Caleb Williams. Yeah, he has some like really highlight and like flashy plays in the preseason. I need to see him play a like true NFL defense. I think he could be a really good quarterback. He could be like the best quarterback Chicago has had, which is not a high bar. But he could be a really good quarterback. I just need to see him go against a quality defense. And Tennessee has a quality defense. I know, like, in my predictions for the division, I have Tennessee finishing last, but I'm still like, I'm not sleeping on Tennessee. Like, I have them going like 7-10. I just think that the South is going to be a sleeper division this year. Like the AFC South is going to be a sleeper tough division this year. And that's why I'm like, yeah, I have Tennessee finishing last, but it's not by much. I think they're gonna be like a game behind Jacksonville, if anything. And then I had them finishing 7-10, 8-9. Yeah, still at halftime. They're doing a halftime show right now. As we await the second half kickoff, it will be Philly getting the ball down by 2. So again, Philly's in a good situation considering how the game started. So again, the game started rough for Philly, but they've clawed their way back into this. They have truly clawed their way back into this one. Another thing I would say, when it comes to, what is it? When it comes down to the O line, and especially Philly's O line, because Philly's O line last year was a pretty solid offensive line. And Jason Kelce retires in the offseason. And then it's like, how can Cam Jurgens play? He's played well tonight. He has played well. But I do think it is relatively clear that the left side of that offensive line is the strong suit. Or at least it is like the more like power guys of the offensive line. Again, Philly still has a good offensive line, but I feel like if you're going to beat Philly, you might want to target the right side. Could very easily be wrong. I'm flipping them right now. We'll see in the second half, but it definitely has a feeling of force Jalen Hurts to the right and then go from there. Because it feels like you can beat Philly off the right side. Like, it does feel like that is a possibility. Anyway, we should be getting out of halftime momentarily as the players are getting onto the field. Philly will be getting the second half kickoff as we see who can escape Brazil with a win. I would not be surprised if Green Bay tries some kind of trickery here to maybe get Philly off to a rough start. We shall see. We shall see. All right. Make sure I actually do change the quarter indicator this time. Go. Third quarter, second half, about to be underway. Green Bay set to kick this one off. Kenneth Gainwell, one of two guys back there to return it for Philly. And here we go. Second half kickoff underway. This is going to be caught a few yards into the end zone and going to be down for a touchback. Philly will begin the drive from the 30-yard line with a chance to take the lead. Yeah, so since the first two drives, Philly's offense has looked, pretty much light years better. Still could have some things to work on. Again, that last drive didn't end the greatest for them. But they've had 3 straight scoring drives, which is the important thing. Hurts, shotgun, back behind him. 2 receivers to the right with a tight end. Going to hand it off. First play of the half, Saquon. Going to be tripped up, but not before gaining 4 yards on the play. Not a bad play to start the half and to start this drive. Trying to build some kind of momentum here with this. Trying to just build some kind of momentum. Second down. They really only gave him like 3 on the. Okay, second and 7. Hurts, shotgun. Barkley to his left. 2 receivers spread out to the left. 2 receivers bunched up to the right. Hurts looking to throw. Gonna throw it. Right side. Man has a step. A.J. Brown catches it past the 30. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Philly. And there is A.J. Brown making his presence felt. Second play of the half. He takes it the distance. A 67-yard play, right? I did the math there correctly. Yeah, 67-yard touchdown for Philly. And he beats Jair Alexander. And then, again, great placement on the ball. Give your receiver a chance to catch it. Especially when he has a step on the defender. PAT try is up and right down the middle. Philly takes a 5-point lead. And a minute into the second half, Philly showcases why they are Philly. Beautiful place ball, and AJ Brown did the rest. So now both teams have long touchdowns on the night. And Eagles fans back at the link are celebrating. They got pretty good chant there. Pretty loud chant there for the Eagles. Maybe Jair Alexander just gets burnt. No two ways about it. As now Philly will be kicking this off to Green Bay. Again, probably just going to send it out the back of the end zone because you don't want a guy like Keyshawn Nix to be able to return it. And yep, sails through they go through the uprights. Either way, it is a touchback. Green Bay will begin from the 30. So they now need to respond. The offense has not been on the field since 5 minutes to go in the second. So they have not been. The offense has not been on the field for a while, and now they need to respond. Respond after the big touchdown from Philly. Love under center, back behind him. Philly stacking a box, looking like they're sending pressure. And they do. Flea flicker. We have a flea flicker. Love looking to throw. Plenty of time. Finally has to roll out to his left and just throws it away. There is absolutely no one in that vicinity, but he did get out of the tackle box and it did cross the line of scrimmage. Green Bay tries a flea flicker, but Philly guards it well. Philly guarded it surprisingly well. I mean, they were not fooled for a second on that. No one open. Love, shotgun, back to his left. Gonna hand it off, trying to work it up the middle with Josh Jacobs. He's going to fumble it! He fumbles. Who falls on top of it? I believe it's going to be Green Bay ball. Yep, Green Bay ball setting up a 3rd and 1. Dangerous play from Green Bay there. Beautiful hit by Darius Slay to knock that ball loose, but I'm pretty sure it was Don. Pretty sure it's not Tavian Wicks falling. Love looking to throw 3rd and 1, throw in left side, incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. Looking for Bo Melton, I believe. Flag on the play. Most likely going to be defensive pass interference. We'll see. The refs are discussing this, but 3rd and 1 incomplete pass wasn't really on target. I mean, it's close enough to where it can be ruled a catchable pass. Let's see. 2 fouls, both by the defense. Pass interference, which is declined. And then roughing the passer, which is going to be accepted. 15-yard penalty and 1st down. Uh, wait, just hit him late? Is that what you're calling? I mean, the where Jordan Love got hit is like that's not too high. They have to say that he hit him late, and then yeah, that's clear pass interference. Like at the top of the route, Quinyon Mitchell fully ran into the receiver, so pass interference is clear. Roughing the passer could be as all right. Love shotgun back to his left. First and 10, ball now on a plus 45. Play action, looking to throw. Quick pass over the middle to Tucker Craft. Plenty of space, down inside the 20. Push out of bounds near the 16. Tucker Craft able to take a quick pass a long way. And with that, Green Bay is back in the red zone, an area they have not had the easiest of times with tonight. Both of their touchdowns have come from 30 plus yards, or have come from 20 plus yards. So they struggle in the red zone tonight. Love, shotgun, back to his left. Gonna hand off Jacobs, trying to find some room up the middle. Not able to. Only going to gain 1. So again, Green Bay has had some issues in the red zone tonight. That is for certain. That is for certain indeed. So Love, shotgun, back to his right. 2nd and 9 now. And you need to cap this in the end zone. 2 receivers to the left. Love looking to throw. Under pressure, trying to dump it off to the tight end over the middle, but going to be too short, incomplete, intended for Tucker Craft. 3rd and 9. So 3rd and 9 now for Green Bay. The red zone has given them troubles today. And that was a nice bull rush from Jalen Carter to force the quick pass. So 3rd and 9. Love, shotgun, 3 receivers to the right. Ball on the 15. Looking to throw. Philly, send in pressure. Quick pass, throw in right side. And they're going to call a pass interference. Or most likely defensive holding. Either way, going to be a defensive penalty on Philly. Automatic first down, but you're calling defensive hold-in. I mean, he tried to hold him, that's for damn sure. He slid right off. So, yeah, he tried to hold him, but he didn't actually end up really holding him. That's both sides have beaten themselves tonight with penalties. It's crazy. Just under 12 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Green Bay now with the ball inside the 5. Again, looking to finally finish a drive in the end zone from the red zone. Love, shotgun, back to his left. Trips to the left as well. Audible in the play. Play action, looking to throw. Pass over the middle. Caught Christian Watson. Touchdown Green Bay. They retake the lead. And we have ourselves a shootout in Brazil. As Green Bay takes the 1-point lead. Wouldn't it be, I mean, I would kind of be shocked if they go for 2. But at the same time, I would understand it because you want to have a 3-point lead. But still, this early into the second half, if you don't get, yeah, they're kicking the field goal. Kicking the extra point. Kick is up and straight down the middle. Green Bay is up 26-24 in what has been a very exciting second half already. As we head to commercial break, Okay, still plenty of time in this game. I was not expecting this much scoring tonight. I mean, I kind of was because again, like I was wanting to see how both defenses played. But after that first quarter, I was expecting this to be a lower scoring game. This is a 40-point game, no 50-point game already. Like, damn. Damn. So a commercial break after the Christian Watson touchdown to give Green Bay the lead. As we await Philly getting the ball. Again, like both sides of offense are coming into their owns. It took a minute, but they have finally found their identities. And man, like this is what I expected from both offenses from the start of the game. It took a minute. It took like a roughly a half a play. But like this is what I was expecting tonight. Because both offenses are good offenses that can score with ease. And they're going against defenses who are in a questionable state at the moment. So like it makes sense that this would be a higher scoring affair. Now obviously, I'm hoping this is the last high scoring affair I call until Sunday night. I'd rather Miami better blow out Jacksonville on Sunday, but I mean if this ends 45-40, I'll take it. It would be a great game. It's already a great game. All right, Green Bay set to kick this one away. Just under 12 minutes to play in the third. Kick is away, and it is going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Yeah, the idea behind the new kickoff is a good idea. I love the idea of trying to make the kickoff relevant again. But the UFL did it so much better in the spring. Like they did it so much better, and all they did was just push it back to the 20. They kept everything else the same. So obviously the NFL wants to push player safety and everything. So what they might do is just push the touchback to 35. But whatever. Hurts under center, back behind him, 2 receivers to the left. 1st and 10, ball on the 30. Play action, looking to throw, rolling out to his right. Gonna be batted at the line, incomplete. Tried to throw it to a wide open Dallas Goedert in a flat. But that is Rashawn Gary on the deflection, I believe. I should know who number 52 is. I believe that's Rashawn Gary. I'm like fairly certain as Rashawn Gary. Yes, Rashawn Gary. All right, 2nd and 10. Hurts shotgun back to his left. Sending a man in motion. Going to hand this one off to Saquon Barkley. Cuts it upfield. Only going to gain about 2. So not great running on that play. And now they're in a situation. 3rd and 8, down by 2. Needed to pick up a first down here. Shotgun back to his right. Trips left. And going to look to throw, but sacked back near the 25. Philly was hoping for a free play. They did not get it. As Rashawn Gary comes unblocked off the right side. Yeah, Philly was so prepared for a free play there. Lane Johnson got beat off the right side. Saquon missed him on the chip block. And Hurts wasn't even looking. Yeah, 4th down. Philly going to punt this one away. That's a big time stand for Green Bay's defense. And yeah, Philly wanted that offsides call. Punt comes off clean. Going to be fair caught at about the 21, maybe the 20. And that is where Green Bay will set up shop. Jayden Reed has had himself a night with low probability touchdowns. The 33-yard run was a 0.3% chance, and the touchdown reception was a 2.1% chance. Gotta love next-gen stats. Yeah, now Green Bay can extend this lead. Now up by 2, they have a chance. Philly's defense needs to come up big. 10.5 to go in the third. Love, shotgun, back behind him. 2 receivers to the right with a tight end. Looking to throw. Philly sending some pressure. Pass left side. Caught. First down. Gain of about 12, maybe 13. That is Romeo Doubs on the reception. I mean, like, Green Bay will gladly just keep this quick game going because it's a speed out for 10 yards. Like, yes. Why would we not just keep taking that? First and 10, under 10 minutes to play in the third. Love, shotgun, back to his left. Receivers bunched up, sending one in motion. There's going to be a flag on that play. Handoff up the middle, gain of 5, but that is illegal shift. They had 2 players in motion. They sent Jayden Reed in motion, and while he was still going, Tucker Kraft went in motion. I think he pulled too soon. But it was a handoff to Emmanuel Wilson that's going to be called back with the illegal shift. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Yeah, I think Tucker Kraft just pulled way too early. I think he was expecting kind of a jet fake inside zone. So on that play, like as a play he should be pulling on. And yeah, just ball did not get snapped when he expected it, I guess. First and 15, Love under center this time. Ball now on the 27-yard line. Back behind him, play action, Love looking to throw, has time. Pass over the middle is short-armed, incomplete. Just missed a wide open Jayden Reed over the middle. That sets up second and 15. Yeah, just short-armed it. It's there. It's there. It was on target as well. Just didn't put enough air under it. He short-armed it. That's rough. 9:18 in the quarter. It's second and 15. Love alone in shotgun. 2 receivers each side, a tight end on the right side, lined up at the line of scrimmage. Love looking to pass, has time, thrown over the middle, incomplete. Threw it behind Romeo Doubs, and he couldn't hang on with the spin and grab. And thus, Green Bay set up on a 3rd and 15. And just can't stop beating themselves. It's tough. Because like both sides have beat themselves tonight on penalties. Like both sides have. 3rd and 15. Love, shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers and a tight end lined up to the right as well. Rolling out to the right, looking to throw. Throws it back across left side. Incomplete. Josh Jacobs gets absolutely blown up by Nakobe Dean, forcing the ball loose. So that's incomplete. But there is a flag, and the pass was intended for Emmanuel Wilson, actually. It's another illegal shift on Green Bay. I think that would probably be declined. They tried a rollout throwback halfback screen, and Nakobe Dean read it like a book and blew it up perfectly. Timed the hit to where it wasn't pass interference. Like, perfectly timed the hit. And Philly's defense makes a big time stop to give the offense the ball back. Punt comes off clean and is going to have space to return this one from inside the 20. Going to work his way up to about the 29-yard line. But we have another flag on the play. Woohoo! Ref ball, baby. Gotta love ref ball. That's why we watch this sport, right? For the penalties. Alright, let's see what the penalty is. One ref has his hat off, which probably is going to be signaling a penalty on the kicking team for the gunner not getting back in bounds fast enough. AKA a subjective, subjective, right? Let's see. They're taking a while to discuss this. I think either way it will be Philly ball. I think the question is just, are they going to re-kick? Where is it exactly? Like, are you pushing them back, moving them up? I think either way is damn near guaranteed to be Philly football. And yeah, they're discussing it with Sirianni. Again, I think they're asking him, would you want them to re-kick? Or you just want the ball at, like, the 35-ish yard line? Yeah, they're discussing with Sirianni what he might want to do. All right, let's see. Let's see. Oh, fouls on both teams. Illegal formation on Green Bay. An illegal blindside block on Philly. So penalties offset. We gonna re-kick. All right. Out comes the punting unit once again for Green Bay. Yeah, so a re-kick, blindside block, and illegal formation. How many illegal formations have there been this week already? Dude, they called 4 in Baltimore yesterday. They've called a lot today. Yeah, that's a blindside block. That is a blindside block. Right. And here comes the re-kick. Punted from inside his own 15. And the punt's going to come off clean. And not nearly as good as a punt as last time. Going to be fair caught around the 32-yard line. So Philly does get better field position in. But by like 3 yards. Which new head coach is best chance to make the playoffs? The question to pose on the broadcast: which new head coach has the best chance to make the playoffs? Who are the new head coaches again? I am blanking on new head coaches. I would say Tennessee. I like Brian Callahan. I could see Seattle. So Mike McDonald. They should have good defense. Who are the other new coaches? I can't remember the new coaches right now. Oh, Atlanta. They're probably saying Atlanta. Yeah, Atlanta. I mean, Atlanta could easily get in. Because again, a lot of people expect him to win the division. I expect the division battle to be close. I could see them making them in. I could see them making it in as a wild card team. Yeah, I guess the answer would be Atlanta then. I think they have the most ins potential because they're not in the toughest division either. Because that brings us to commercial break. Yeah, commercial break and quickly use this time to say if you are new, to subscribe. Really appreciated. A bunch of content coming throughout the season and beyond. Sunday will be live for 2 games, Miami's game at 1 p.m. and also for the Sunday Night Football game that night. So, stick around. We greatly appreciated. And again, I have 2 videos in the works. One should be up around this time next week, aka should be up Friday or Saturday next week. The other I'm hoping to get done by the end of the year, but we'll see. Because there's a chance I get it done sooner and it's up by like Thanksgiving, or it's up by like Halloween. So we'll see. I just the plan is to get it up by the end of the year. Simple as that. Simple as that. Hey, there's Roger Goodell, chilling in Brazil. All right. Philly down by 2, 8:47 to go in the quarter. Let's see. Again, their defense makes a big time stop. Now the offense needs to capitalize. Hurts, shotgun, back to his right. Two receivers to each side. Ball on the 32. Hurts going to hand this one off, trying to work that left side. It cuts it up the middle. Is Saquon Barkley going to get to about the 40-yard line for a gain of 8. And Philly is going hurry up. Hurts, shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right, tight end to the left. 2nd and 2, making adjustments at the line. 8:20 to go in the quarter. Hurts going to keep it himself this time and going to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe gain a yard. Either way, not much there on that one. I think you're saying 3rd and 2 still. So yeah, no gain on the play. Yeah, not really the best decision to keep it, but I could see why he did it as well. 3rd and 2. Hurts in shotgun. A back to his right. Going to keep it himself after faking the handoff and just throws it at the feet. They're saying fumble. They're saying he fumbled it. Now they're saying incomplete. Either way, not a good result for Green. Why is he keeping it? I mean, I get why he's keeping it so much because he is a mobile quarterback. But I don't think keeping it was the right decision on any of those 2 pass plays. I mean, kind of. Green Bay played that play phenomenally. They blocked off all 3 possibilities. But on the 2nd down play, I don't think he should have kept it. Yeah, say an incomplete pass and reset the game clock. Yeah, that's an incomplete pass for sure. My main question is, was that intentional grounding? So they say no. Punt comes off clean. Going to be fair caught inside the 15 at about the 12. So after 2 explosive first drives for both teams, they have settled into a more defensive half. As that brings us to commercial break. Okay, that brings us to commercial break. As there's still plenty of time to go in the 3rd. Yeah. I mean, man, both defenses have really locked down now after those first 2 drives. It is This has been a really good game. I feel like a lot of people, it's like this has been a really good game. This has been a really really good game, and it's gonna come down to the wire. Both defenses keep playing like this. This should easily come down to the wire. But we shall see. It depends if Philly can make a stop here. If Philly can make a stop and then their offense answers and responds, this could come down to the wire. But if Green Bay scores here, if they score a touchdown here, then there's a real chance that Green Bay can start running away with this. But we shall see. As in 2 days, we have a full slate of NFL football as week 1 continues. I will be back live for the Dolphins game on Sunday. But we still have a quarter and a half roughly to go in this one, with Philly down by 2. Showcasing the Packers fan out there right now. As Green Bay has ball backed up inside their own 15, looking to extend their lead. Hurts under center, back behind him. 2 receivers and a tight end to the right. Now sending the receiver on the left in motion. Handing the ball off to Josh Jacobs. Breaks 1 tackle in the backfield. And going to fight forward and gain about 8 on the play. Nearly a great play for Philly's defense. Instead, it is Josh Jacobs doing Josh Jacobs things. That was a weird sentence to say. All right, just under 7 minutes to go in the third. As yeah, both running backs have had kind of unexpected nights. Like kind of been non-factors. I mean, Saquon has 2 touchdowns, but besides that, Love, handoff Jacobs, left side, has space to run. Going to dive forward, jump over a defender, and get to about the 29 for a first down. But there is a flag on the play. And this seems like it's going to be brought back. It is holding on Green Bay. These teams cannot stop beating themselves. I don't get it. They cannot stop beating themselves. It is painful to watch. And I'm not even a fan of either side. Like, they just can't stop beating themselves. It has been the entire game at this point. So many penalties. 6.5 to go in the third. 2nd and 11 now for Green Bay. Love alone in shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers and a tight end to the right. Philly sending pressure. Love throwing over the middle. And it's intercepted by Philly. Intercepted at the 24-yard line. Reed Blankenship makes the big time play on defense, and with 6:08 left in the quarter, Philly is in prime position to retake the lead. I mean, Love just didn't put enough into it. I get the decision to make that throw at the seam. It just needed to be a perfect pass, and it wasn't. Yeah, that's a hell of a play by Reed Blankenship. Hell of a play to jump that route. What a play. What a play. And Philly, man, their defense has stepped up to the task at hand. Hurts, shotgun, back to his right, ball on the 24-yard line. Looking to throw now. Has some time throwing over the middle. Caught by Devonta Smith. Gets down at the 16. Gain of 8. Sets up a 2nd and 2. Philly going a little hurry up. Hurts, shotgun, back to his left. 2 receivers to the left, a tight end and a receiver to the right. Ball on the 16, 2nd and 2. About 5.5 to go in the quarter. Philly looking to retake the lead. Handoff up the middle, going to get the first down, and more with Saquon Barkley down to about the 11-yard line. Gain of 5. All right. What can Philly scheme up here to get in the end zone? They don't need to, but obviously they want to. Hurts, shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers bunched out wide to the left. And the handoff once again up the middle to Saquon, who is fighting forward, still fighting. Finally stood up after a gain of 8. 2nd and 2 coming up from the 3-yard line. Hey, Philly is finally just saying, hey, we're going to run it down your throats. Stop us. We dare you. It took a big time play from their defense for them to be like, fuck it. Hurts, shotgun, back to his right. Going to hand it off once again to Saquon up the middle. He's going to fight forward. Did he get in? They said he did. Saquon Barkley scores once again for Philly as they retake the lead. Taking advantage of the Green Bay turnover and the Jordan Love interception to go on a 4-play scoring drive to try to make this at least a 4-point game. Yes, Saquon Barkley. Man, is he a fun back to watch. The PAT try is up and good. 5-point game now. Philly retaking the lead thanks to a Reed Blankenship interception, followed up by a Saquon Barkley 3-yard touchdown run. And that brings us to a commercial break. I will be right back. All right, still at commercial break. Philly just retook the lead, and Green Bay now needs to answer. Because, man, both teams have been playing well today. But both teams have also beaten themselves constantly tonight. Yeah. Both sides have beaten themselves constantly tonight. We are still at commercial break, not missing anything, don't worry. Like both sides. What's the penalty? I want to see. What's the penalty numbers right now? Green Bay has 8 penalties for 61 yards. Philadelphia has 6 for 52. Yeah, that ain't gonna cut it. That ain't gonna cut it. As we're just coming out of commercial break. Saquon, second player with 3 touchdowns in Eagles debut. The first, Terrell Owens in 2004. Philly went to the Super Bowl that year, if not mistaken. So maybe, we'll see. Just under 4.5 to go in the third quarter. Philly sends this one away, where it's going to be out the back of the end zone for a touchback. We have had one kick return tonight. Yeah, as much as I like the idea of bringing the kickoff back into form and into relevancy, this was not the way to do it. They need to push it back to the 35-yard line for a touchback, or just make it so they kick it off from further back. Just to force, you need to literally force them to put it into the field of play by making it so there's no feasible way of them kicking it out of the back of the end zone. Love, shotgun, back to his left. First and 10 from the 30. Man sent in motion, looking to throw. Pass left side, going to be caught. Great grab for a gain of 8 on the play. That's Romeo Doubs. Pass was behind him. Dangerous pass. It could have been picked off. A great job from Romeo Doubs, stretching behind him to make sure he's the one who comes down with it. 4 minutes to go. Second down and 2. Love, shotgun, back to his left. No, second and 1. Love, shotgun, back to his left. Going to hand this one off up the middle. Going to pick up the first down and a gain of about 4. That is Josh Jacobs on the carry. Three and a half to go in the third. Would not be shocked if Green Bay tries to run out the remainder of this clock. Just straight up would not be surprised if that's the plan of attack. Love, shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers right, a tight end and receiver to the left. Then the tight end in motion, looking to throw. Pass left side. Going to be incomplete. Nearly picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And another case of the pass being behind the receiver. It was a 10-yard speed out. And Love put it behind Dontavion Wicks. And Mitchell nearly picked it off. But great job forcing the ball loose nonetheless. Quinyon Mitchell playing really well tonight. 3 minutes to go. Love, shotgun, back to his right. Sending the man in motion, looking to throw. Screen play right side to Josh Jacobs, who's going to cut upfield, get the first down with a gain of 11. As clock continues to run. Oh, but there's a Philly player shaken up. He's pointing at his left arm, it seems, when the medical staff was coming over. Pointing at his left hand. Seemed like something's pointing at his left hand. Then afterwards, he was shouting at a Packers player, it seems. Oh. Yeah, his left hand got landed on by Josh Jacobs' leg, it seems. Because, he was making a tackle. Okay. It was CJ Gardner. So it was Gardner Johnson shaking up on the play. Again, favoring his left hand. .251 to go in the third. Green Bay just picked up a first down after the screenplay to Josh Jacobs. And now clock continues to run. Losing Gardner Johnson for at least a play could hurt Philly. Love under center, back behind him. 2 receivers to the left, a receiver and tight end to the right. Love handing this one off up the middle to Jacobs. Makes one man miss. Still running down the field. Plenty of space. Finally brought down after a big gain to about the 30-yard line, I want to say. No, about the 25. Big time run up the middle. Good job from the Packers to find a run lane. And they are moving. Good blocking up front. 2 minutes to go in the third. 1st and 10. Love under center once again. 2 receivers to the left, a receiver and tight end to the right. Back in the backfield. Love. Handoff once again, trying to work that right side. This time, though, will only gain about a yard is Josh Jacobs. That's Darius Slay meeting him at the line of scrimmage for minimal gain. And yeah, CJ Gardner-Johnson's already back in. 2nd down now. Jacobs on the sideline. 2nd and 10. Just about a minute and 10 to go. Love alone in shotgun. Now motioning the back to the other side of the field. Quick screenplay to Emmanuel Wilson on the left side, going to gain no yards, potentially even lose a yard. Love started in 5 wide, with Wilson out wide to the right. Then he motioned him across to the left side, where they then ran the screenplay. So big time 3rd down now for Green Bay. They need to run one more play before the end of the quarter. They need to pick it up if they want to keep the drive alive. Jacobs still on the sideline. Love, shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the right. Bunched up. A receiver out wide to the left. Now sending Jayden Reed in motion. Love looking to throw. Has time. Throwing left side to Jayden Reed, who drops it incomplete. Now it's going to set up at 4th and 10. And out comes the field goal unit. That was a throw of, we get half at least, we then go for it on 4th. But they failed to get half. So out trots the field goal unit to try to make this a 2-point game. Brandon Narveson. Out now, he is 2 for 2 on the day. This one from 43. From the left hash. Snap good. Hold good. Kick up. And doinked it. Doinked it off the right upright. No good. He doinked it. Missed it to the right. And with 17 seconds left in the third, Philly is going to get great field position, up 5. Just pushed it to the right. And doinked it clean off the upright. Man, that is tough. And Philly has a chance to make this a 12-point game. Or at the very least, an 8-point game. There needs to be one more play before the end of the quarter. So here it is. Hurts, shotgun, back to the right. 2 receivers to the left. Sending a man in motion. Hurts going to hand it off to Saquon, who finds a lane up the middle. 50. Going to try to past the 50, try to stiff arm someone. Gets past the 40, down to the 30. Big time run for Saquon Barkley. That's going to end the quarter. And it would have been a touchdown if A.J. Brown could have blocked his man. Good patient running from Saquon. The middle wasn't open. He bounced it out to the left and had a massive lane, but just got brought down, unable to break it big. And that brings us to the 4th quarter with the Eagles back in striking distance. Man, oh man. That also brings us to a commercial break. Man, Philly should not be in this game, nonetheless up by 5. Yet here we are with them having the ball in great field positioning to extend this lead. This is why we love football. What a spot for Philly to be in. They have come up. Their defense has come up time and time again. Their offense is now coming up big. Finally, after an atrocious quarter and a half to begin the game. Like, this is it. This is the moment. Saquon is showing and proving himself I wouldn't say proven himself. Saquon has proven himself plenty of times. But Saquon is showing himself and showing the rest of his new team that he's someone they can depend on in big time moments. Because again, why he wasn't in the game to end the first half, I have no idea. But he's coming up big now, and that's what matters. That is what matters. Still that commercial break. Not missing anything. Don't have to worry. When we get back, Philly will have ball near the plus 30-yard line after a big Saquon Barkley handoff. And we shall see what happens from here. How is Philly going to cap off this drive? As we are back from commercial. And we are at the start of the fourth quarter. Jordan Love is being checked up on the sideline. Seems like his calves are getting a little tight. Some cramping going on. They have the massage guns out. 15 minutes is all that's left. Hurts in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receivers to the right. 2 tight ends to the left. Hurts, quick pass, right side, batted at the line, incomplete. Green Bay sent some pressure, and it got home pretty well. Tried to set up a screenplay to A.J. Brown on the right side of the field. Instead, batted at the line. Even a field goal for Philly is going to be big for them. Because again, it's an 8-point lead. Guaranteed you cannot take a def. You cannot go down by any points afterwards. Hurts alone in shotgun. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Ball on the 33-yard line. Barely get the snap off in time. Quick pass to a wide open man over the middle. First down for Philly down to about the 21-yard line. That is backup tight end. Not going to be able to pronounce his last name. Alcantara. That's Hurts. Shotgun. Empty set once again. Alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left. 2 to the right. 14.5 to go. Looking to throw. Has some time. Throwing left side. Caught. First down again. Down to about the 11, maybe 10-yard line. That is A.J. Brown on the reception, I believe. Indeed, it is A.J. Brown on the reception. Picks up another set of downs, and Philly is inside the 10. They're on the 11. Hurts, shotgun, back to his left. 2 receivers and a tight end to the right, a receiver to the left. Hurts going to keep it himself on some kind of attempt of a read option, but no matter what he would have decided, it was going to get blown up nonetheless. So lots of yards on first down, and Philly just can't turn the ball over. Simple as that. Just can't turn the ball over. Hurts, shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the left. Ball now on the 14. Looking to throw. Pump fake. Has some time. Now going to throw it back left side and nearly picked off, but incomplete. Would have been a pick 6 for Keyshawn Nixon, but he couldn't hang on to it. And Hurts. That's the one thing you can't do. Just throw it up towards the back of the end zone and give your guy a proper chance. That was a dangerous pass and really should have been a pick 6. 3rd and 13. Hurts alone in shotgun. 3 receivers spread out to the right. 2 receivers bunched up to the left. The 1-yard line gets you a first down. Hurts looking to throw. Now rolling out, escaping to his right, direct in traffic, throwing for the end zone, and it is picked off by Jair Alexander. Picked off, and he's still running around in the end zone, going to finally take it out, and then brought down at around the 13, 14-yard line. Hurts threw it across his body into the middle of the field and sailed it. That's the one thing you couldn't have happen. A field goal gives you an 8-point lead and no chance of having a deficit for at least your next drive. Like, just throw it away. There's no need to throw that kind of pass. One of the things you're taught instantly and are told instantly when playing quarterback is don't throw it across your body. And Hurts does it in one of the biggest moments of this game, giving Green Bay a chance to take the lead. Yeah, the NFL season, the script writers are writing up something magical these first two games. From last night's inches away from a potential tie game in Kansas City, to whatever this is tonight in Brazil. Like, I don't even know how to explain tonight. This has been chaotic, but it's been fun. Like, both sides are beating themselves on penalties. Both sides are doing the dumbest possible turnovers I have seen. Maybe not dumb as possible, but have done some pretty dumb turnovers. Like, this is pure chaos in the best form. And what better game to have in Brazil than this? As we were at commercial break after the Philly interception. And then Jair Alexander didn't just take a knee and down it in the end zone. He eventually ran out of the end zone and got tackled before reaching like the 15-yard line. So now they're starting in worse field position than they would have if he would have just taken a knee. Like, just questionable decisions all around tonight. Questionable decisions. But gotta love a close game. Gotta love a game that comes down to the wire, no matter how chaotic it is. As we are just coming out of commercial break, with Green Bay being given a prime opportunity to take the lead. Need to have a good drive, though. Love, shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the right, a tight end to his left. Now sending a receiver in motion. Going to hand this one off, trying to work that left side. Has the block in. Makes one man miss. Josh Jacobs past the 40. Finally pushed out of bounds near the 45. Big time run to start the drive. And Green Bay has some momentum and are right back in the driver's seat. All Philly needed was to kick the field goal. And they would have been in perfect position. Like, perfect position for the rest of this game. Love, shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers left, and then 1 in motion. Going to hand it off again. This time Josh Jacobs is going to lose a yard on the carry and set up a 2nd and 11. Like, just for the rest of the night, both teams need to play smart, disciplined football. Like, I don't get that pass from Jalen Hurts. Even if he's open, don't throw it across your body. Not in that situation. Love, shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers to the right, a receiver and tight end to the left, looking to throw. Quick pass over the middle to Christian Watson is caught, brought down at midfield. 3rd and 5 coming up, just under 11 and a half minutes to go. And Green Bay going a little bit of hurry up in this. Love alone in shotgun. 3 receivers right, 2 receivers to the left. Need the 45-yard line. Love making adjustments at the line. 10 seconds to get the play off. 5 seconds now. Looking to throw. Gets the snap off in time. Throwing down the field. Wide open receiver. Jayden Reed. Caught. Going to be inside the 25 near the 24. Green Bay is in striking distance. Jayden Reed, have yourself a night. We're talking about Isaiah Likely last night about him having a breakout game. Here's Jayden Reed being the main focal point of this Green Bay offense tonight. And only having 3 receptions, but still being a big part. Love, under center, back behind him. Gonna hand this one off up the middle. Plenty of space to run. That's Emmanuel Wilson to pick up 9 on the play. 10 minutes to go. Philly's defense needs to make a stop of some kind. As Green Bay is huddling up, going to now start to try to focus on killing the clock. Love under center. Wilson in the backfield. 2 receivers to the right. 1 now sent in motion. Love, play action. Looking to throw. Rolling out right. Throwing over the middle. Caught by Emmanuel Wilson. Enough for the first down and a gain of 2. 9:15 to go in the game. Green Bay needing the end zone to keep the game alive. Well, not to keep the game alive, but needing the end zone to retake the lead and put Philly in a tough situation. Either way, Philly's going to need a big drive from their offense. Love, shotgun, back to his right. Christian Watson sent in a short motion. Love handing this one off up the middle. That's going to be a gain of about 5 or so to the 8-yard line. Jacobs initially met at the 10, fought forward for an extra 2 yards. Second down, under 8.5 to go. Green Bay is playing with the clock now at this point. Don't want to leave Philly with too much time. Love, under center. Jacobs in the backfield. 2 receivers and a tight end to the left. Love, play action, looking to throw, stepping up, throwing towards the end zone, just throws it away into the stands. 3rd and 5, 8 minutes to go. They can pick up a first down. It's roughly the 3-yard line. They can pick up a first. So there's no need to necessarily push it towards the end zone. But at the same time, you want to make sure you get in the end zone. A field goal is not going to cut it here. Because you give Philly the ball back with them up by 2. Gonna be rough. Love, shotgun, looking to throw. Has time. Throwing, end zone. Incomplete, no flag. Philly makes a 3rd down stop, and Green Bay has a decision to make. They're sending out the field goal unit, trying to make this a 2-point game with just under 8 minutes to go. Pass was intended for Romeo Doubs and was too high. Philly got good pressure up the middle and outtrots the field goal unit. 26-yard try to make it a 2-point game from the right hash. Snap good, hold good, kick right down the middle. 7:50 to go. Philly getting the ball back. A touchdown makes it a 2-possession game. A field goal makes it so Green Bay would need a touchdown. Either way, you can't go 3-and-out. You can't turn the ball over. That's the either way as we head to commercial break as well. Philly has a real shot here to close the game out, which would make me 2-0 to begin predictions for the week. But to be fair, these are also two relatively easy predictions to make, apparently. I mean, both games have been really good, so fuck it. Those were not easy predictions to make. Might have been the favorites, but still, these have been two really tight games. We're just coming out of commercial break. What does Philly have in store to close this one out? Can they fully close this one out? Can they waste 8 minutes of clock on this drive? Or are they going to try to waste 8 minutes of clock? Or are they going to try to just score and close this one out that way? Either way, a win tonight for Philly is going to be massive. As right back to a commercial break is a New Heights commercial. As we await the kickoff for Philly to get the ball back. Here we go. Back from commercial. Philly has a chance to close this one out and end it. A touchdown to make it a 9-point game and 2 possessions. The kick is underway, and that's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Philly gets it at the 30-yard line. 7:52 to go. $7:52. Man, both of these games to begin the season have felt like playoff games. And it is week 1. This is going to be a good NFL season. All right. Big time drive for Philly. Can't go 3-and-out, can't turn the ball over. You need to kill a sizable bit of clock. Hurts and shotgun, back behind him. Going to hand this one off, trying to work that left side. Going to lose 2 on the play. Saquon Barkley on the carry. But the clock begins to tick. Obviously, you want to get a sizable chunk of yards on the second down play. But the key thing is you want to kill as much clock as possible. That's where you want to get first downs. As A.J. Brown's being taken off the field with the medical staff. Oh yeah, he tried to lay a block, but instead got laid out himself. Got the wind knocked out of him. So 2nd and 12 for Philly. Looking for at least 6 on this play. Because you want to make it at least a 3rd and manageable. Hurts and shotgun. Back to his left. 2 receivers to the right. Not having A.J. Brown's going to Hurt on this play. Hurts making adjustments at the line. About 7:15 to go in the game. Still making adjustments at the line. 3 seconds to get the play off. They do. Hurts play action, looking to throw. Moving in the pocket. Has some time. Still dancing in the pocket. Rolling out to his right. Throwing it away. But there is a flag in the secondary. This might be a defensive holding, and if it is another example of Green Bay beating themselves. Because they forced the incompletion on 2nd down, set up a 3rd and long. It's exactly what you wanted. but it's defensive holding, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down. And just like that, Philly can kill at least another minute and a half of clock. Jair Alexander gets called for defensive holding. Man, that is rough. On Devonta Smith. Devonta Smith, I've heard two different things throughout the week. He might have got assisted due to the poor turf on that. Hurts shotgun back to his left. 2 receivers to the right, 2 tight ends to the left. Going to hand this one off up the middle to Saquon, who's going to gain 9. Setting up in second and short for a potential first down. .640 to go. Again, Philly is just trying to rattle off these first downs as slowly as possible. 6.5. 2nd and 1. Hurts in shotgun, back to his left. Green Bay not really stacking the box a whole of a lot. Handoff up the middle to Saquon, going to be enough for the first down. Gains the 1 yard needed. And that is going to be first down, 6 minutes on the clock and ticking. Philly is just running this down their throats. The one time they tried to pass was a defensive holding call. Philly is 100% fine just saying stop the run. Hurts shotgun. Shifting Saquon Barkley out wide to the right. So now it's 2 receiving options to the right, 3 to the left. Green Bay leaving the middle of the field open as there's a stoppage before the snap. Philly's calling their first timeout as the play clock was about to expire. If that was a designed QB run for Hurts, it looked like they would have had the middle of the field open. But instead, with 5.5 to go in the game, Philly calls their first timeout. Philly calls their first. .533 left. 5:33. They added 3 seconds onto the clock. What do you have dialed up? What do you have dialed up, Sirianni? This is the moment. This is the moment. Need some big time plays. First and 10. Hurts alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Green Bay leaving the middle of the field open. Hurts looking to throw. Dancing in the pocket, stepping up, has space to run, he keeps it. And going to slide and slip, but not before getting past midfield to about the 48-yard line. 2nd and short coming up. Hurts tried to plant his right foot, but just slipped on that turf. Doing a good job dancing around in the pocket. Kind of had someone open, but yeah, just take the scramble. Don't want to risk anything else disastrous going on. Take the yards, get down, even if it was unintentional. 2nd and 2, Hurts alone in shotgun once again. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Just under 5 minutes to go. Pass right side going to be caught, and that's going to be Kenneth Gainwell diving forward for the first. But there is a flag on the play. As it stands, it will be first down Philly with... It's illegal formation. Illegal formation! Why? What number is that this week so far? 4 in Baltimore. How many is that this week? How many is that tonight? They call Lane Johnson illegal formation. Because, yeah, technically he's off ball. But it also looks like he's aligned with the other linemen. And he's yelling, 2nd and 7. Hurts and shotgun back to his right, 2 receivers each side. Ball now on the 47. Hurts going to play action, look to throw, passing, and incomplete. A.J. Brown makes a great defensive play to force the ball loose. As Jair Alexander was in front of eight. What is that throw? There is a flag on the play, so maybe Philly gets bailed out. But what is that? He threw it to try and get the flag, which I get. But at the same time, at the same time, no, it's an eligible man downfield. It's an eligible man downfield. So penalty is declined, 3rd and 7 coming up. I don't get that throw. A.J. Brown stopped. I'm not even an Eagles fan, and I am pissed. A.J. Brown stopped running his route well before anything happened. And he's 3rd and 7. Hurts and shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the right now. Well, 2 receivers in the tight end. Need to get the first down, keep the drive alive. Shifting the back to his left. Now shifting the tight end to his right. Hurts looking to throw. Has plenty of time. Still plenty of time. Not going to tuck in and run himself. And going to be short of the first. Gain about 4, maybe 5 on the play. But there's a flag. I am more pissed about the amount of penalties tonight. Flag on the play, what is it? We've had Philly beat themselves plenty tonight. Green Bay beat themselves plenty tonight through penalties. Who is it going to be this time? Who is it going to be this time? The refs are discussing it. Defensive. Was that illegal hands to the face on Kenny Clark? Defensive hold-in on a defensive tackle. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down. And Green Bay has beat themselves once again. Yeah, he does hold Saquon Barkley. Yeah, okay. That is defensive holding. That is defensive holding. 10 penalties for Green Bay, jeez. Hurts and shotgun back behind him. Going to hand this off to Saquon Barkley, trying to get the left side, going to gain about 1, maybe 2. Just under 4.5 to go. Man, this game has been sloppy, but it's also been really good. It's a double-edged sword tonight. Just about 4 minutes to go. Philly has held the ball for 4 minutes. Love just looking on, watching. 2nd and 8. Hurts alone in shotgun. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Man sent in motion. Hurts looking to throw. Stepping up, escaping pressure. Gonna keep it himself and scramble. Going to fight forward for a first down. Gain of 8. He was about to go down himself short of the first. But then the Green Bay defender grabbed him and threw him forward for the first down. 3.5 minutes to go. And Philly just picked up another first down. Hurts was about to just go down himself. His knee was like a second, not even, from touching the ground. Instead, he gets flung forward for the first. 3 minutes to go. Hurts shotgun back behind him. Handing this one off. Saquon going to go down for a loss of 3. But it's still going to allow Philly to kill clock. They could run this down to the 2-minute warning. They could run this down to the 2-minute warning and still have 3rd down to run. So expect Green Bay to start calling timeouts soon. They have all 3 timeouts. 2nd and 13. Hurts shotgun. Back to his right. 2 receivers each side. Ball on the 35. Looking to throw. Throwing short underneath, going to be caught. And that's a first down inside the 20 to the 19. Devonta Smith. First down, Philly. And Green Bay is going to call their first time out. Just a simple drag route. They ran a corner blitz. And the corner they sent was guarding one of the faster receivers in football. And he just took a drag route, bounced off two defenders, and got the first. Big time play for Philly. And Green Bay calls their first time out. 2:15 to go from Brazil. 2-point game. Philly inside the 20. And I've ran out of any kind of water. Yeah, I've run out of any kind of drink. So this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. 1st and 10 for Philly. Hurts in shotgun, back to his left. One receiver out wide to the right. Hurts, handed off up the middle. Going to gain about 1, maybe 2 on the play. That's Saquon Barkley, and Green Bay is going to call their second time out. $2:10 to go in the game. Yeah, Green Bay calls their second timeout. Desperately need to make a play on defense. They can stop the clock one more time. And then they have the 2-minute warning. Need to make a stop here. One more first down for Philly would pretty much do it. As this drive has been ran perfectly for Philly. Like, absolute perfectly. Hurts in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers each side. This is where big-time players make big-time plays. Ball on the 17-yard line. Hurts looking to throw. Pass left side. Caught, first down. Ball to the 6-yard line. It is Devonta Smith for the first down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning. And that play might have just sealed it. Green Bay only has 1 timeout left, and Philly can run this clock down to just under 1 minute remaining once we get back from commercial from the 2-minute warning. What a game for Brazil. What a game. And like the Packers should have won this game. With how that first quarter went, they needed to capitalize off the turnovers more. But also, they beat themselves with penalties to oblivion. Both teams beat themselves with penalties. It's just that Green Bay did it less. But both teams beat themselves with penalties. I mean, Green Bay did it more. My bad. Oh man. Like, that's what pisses me off. I mean, I'm not really a fan of either team. It's just the sloppiness on display today from both sides. It's still a great game. It still came down to the wire. Both of them are still probably going to be on my power rank next week. But man, that is such a tough loss. Because they should have won. They had every opportunity to win. If they would have just scored one of those touchdowns off turnovers, if they would have just played more discipline late in the game, like both teams were essentially handing each other the win throughout the night because of penalties. and dumb mistakes. But that's why this is that's why is this scoregami? Is this scoregami? I don't think I've ever seen 29 on the scoreboard before. Is this scoregami? Hold on. No, it wouldn't be. Damn. It feels like this would be scoregami, but just coming out of commercial break for the 2-minute warning. Green Bay has one timeout, and I feel like Philly's just gonna just take 3 knees, kick the field goal, and let their defense go to work. Because they've done what they've needed their defense to. Their defense has done what they want. Yeah, their defense has done what they needed their offense to do. Hurts in shotgun, back to his left. A touchdown does completely seal the game. Handed off the middle, Saquon Barkley gonna get inside the 5 to the 4, and Green Bay calls their final timeout with 1:57 left. Take a knee. Just take 2 knees. Take 2 knees, kill a minute of clock, and give your defense and force Green Bay to score a touchdown in 50 seconds. Don't play too smart. Don't try to outsmart them. Like just take the easy stuff. Just don't get too fancy. Just take 2 knees. All you need to do. You've given your defense plenty of rest on the sideline. Take 2 knees. Give him a 5-point cushion. Hurts in shotgun. Back to his left. Going to hand it off once again to Saquon Barkley. And this time he's going to be brought down at about the 1-yard line, it seems. So down at the 1. Clock is ticking. This will get it down to about 1:10. And then assuming Philly doesn't score from there, they can then get it down to about 40 seconds. That's why you just take the knee and then give Green Bay the ball back down by 5 with like 35 seconds. Because at that point, with them having no timeouts, it's going to be pretty damn tough for them to score. Philly calls their second timeout so they can run as much clock off as possible. As it's going to be 3rd down. 1:12 to go. Again, I would expect one more. I would expect a knee down. Maybe another Saquon carry. But yeah, Saquon's had a pretty damn good day. He's had a pretty damn good debut, to say the least. All right. Let's see what happens here. 3rd and goal from the 1. A touchdown at this point fully seals the game with the extra point as well. A knee down they get stopped, Green Bay has a shot. And Philly's in tush push. They bobble the snap. But Saquon falls on it. Holy sh! Could you imagine? They bobble the snap, but Saquon Barkley falls on it. And they're gonna settle for the field goal. Could you imagine if Green Bay recovered that? That's why you just take the knee. You're actually able to get this to under 30 seconds. So Green Bay's going to have even less time than I thought. That's why you just take the knee. And there it is. Final timeout for Philly. 30 seconds on the clock. With the field goal taking about 2 to 3 seconds, that's going to leave Green Bay 27-ish seconds to get in the end zone. Or if this is somehow missed, a field goal. Outtrots Jake Elliott to make this a 5-point game. He is 1 for 1 on the day. 21-yard try. Green Bay needs to pull out all the stops here to try to block this. From the right hash. Again, they need to pull out all the stops. Kick is up and right down the middle. 5-point game. 27 seconds remaining. There is a flag. There is a flag. Wait, could this possibly be an automatic first down? Even Jalen Hurts just asked that on the sideline. Okay, it's just offsides on Green Bay. Penalty declined. Green Bay has a chance. Green Bay has a chance. 27 seconds for Magic. Fourth quarter, 27 seconds. Fourth and 27. Fourth and 27. I imagine Philly is just gonna send this into the end zone. Like, not even risk a return from Keyshawn Nixon. Just have to send this into the end zone. Like, there's no need to risk a return here. Send this into the end zone. Give your defense the chance to guard 70 yards of the field. All you need to do. All that's needed. Don't need anything special. Don't need anything drastic. Force Green Bay to travel 70 yards. Kick is away. And it's going to be caught in the back of the end zone. And he's going to return it from the back. But Philly does a good job on special teams. Down at the 15. It wasn't Jaden Reed. Green Bay was desperate there. They were hoping for a big return. Should have just let it go in the back of the end zone. 22 seconds. That killed 5 seconds of clock. And you are 15 yards back from where you would have been. 22 seconds. They need ball on the 16 in the 84 yards. Love shotgun, looking to throw. Rolling out to his left. Throwing down the field. Has a man open. Jaden Reed. Caught on the sideline. 15 seconds. What a grab from Jaden Reed. There's a shot. Jaden Reed catches that ball at around midfield. Wait, did he get his second foot in? Ball in the 49. 15 seconds. Love looking to throw. Stepping up. Has space. Now pressure going to get to him. Tries to shovel it back. Josh Jacobs going to take it himself. Step out of bounds past the midfield around the 47. Good heads-up play from Jordan Love. Final play of the game. 5 seconds. Oh, Jordan Love is down. He's in pain. Oh, no. His leg must have gotten twisted up. Oh, he's down. He's in a lot of pain. And Malik Willis is warming up on the sideline. Oh, my. What a heads-up play from Jordan Love, bud. Yeah, he got rolled up on. His left leg got rolled up on. He's been favoring his calf during the second half of this. Oh my. He's gotten up. He's going to be helped off the field. Wow. One of the O linemen is also being helped off the field. Or one of the other O linemen is being taken off the field as well. Man, Jordan Love going down. 6 seconds. Hail Mary attempt. You tried out Malik Willis. He has yet to throw a touchdown pass in his career. Game on the line. One play. Malik Willis. Ball on the plus 47. It's just a Hail Mary. The thing is, Malik Willis can evade pressure well, so you should be able to get the ball off. But Philly is sending everyone back. Look, quick pass, left side, way off target, incomplete. Intended for Romeo Doubs. 3 seconds left. Try to just get a little closer, but it failed. 3rd and 6, but that doesn't matter. 3 seconds left. Love is sitting on the bench. Hate to see it, man. Hate to see it. Malik Willis to become a legend in Green Bay. Shotgun back to his left. Looking to throw. Philly sends 3. Stepping up. Doesn't get the ball out. Stacked back at the 49. And Philly escapes with a win. That's the game. The Philadelphia Eagles escape Brazil with a win. But Green Bay's leaving banged up. Man, you hate to see. Jordan Love he's playing well tonight. Just got paid. He's finally got a shot after riding the bench for 3 years. I feel bad for him. I feel so bad for him. Man, that sucks. Well, Philly wins 34-29 in a tight one. As Jalen Hurts is going over to Jordan Love on the sideline to show some respect. That's a tough loss for Green Bay. Not even just the fact that they had their chance. Like, they beat themselves with penalties. They beat themselves with not scoring a touchdown early in the game. But then to lose like that, and Jordan Love goes down, and we don't know the severity. Man, that sucks. Yeah, there's not much else you can do if you're Green Bay. You just need to be more disciplined. Simple as that. Well, with that, wrapping things up. Thank you all for tuning in. Once again, a blast of a game. It sucks it ended like that, but nonetheless, it's a great game. Philly pulls off the win. Tight one. Now we have to wait on Jordan Love and see what the word with him is. Well, that'll be it for tonight. I will be back Sunday at 1 p.m. as my Miami Dolphins take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Thank you all for tuning in. Have yourselves a damn good one. Peace.